The following video may contain descriptions of violence, mentions of drugs and alcohol, mild language, and cheese. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Daggers, Dragons, and Dice. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons. We are not professional entertainers of any kind. We hope you enjoy anyway. So, last we left off, the party found their disparate paths crossing in the city of Greenfield. Some shenanigans were had, some meat purchased, and accusations levied against Malachi about being this mysterious beast of local legend. You all did a little bit of investigating and found that a local landlord, Walter Greenfield, had put out a bounty for information, evidence, capture or kill of this mysterious beast. You also learned that this beast first appeared, according to local legends anyway, around 10 years ago at Gorlin Mill, a milling and mining community to the northwest of Greenfield. The official story is the city was wiped out by a mining explosion releasing poisonous gases, and only the town's proprietor, Petrus Gorlin, survived. The whole region has been marked as off-limits by order of Baron Greenfield. However, you all, having met with Mr. Greenfield, finding a herd of swine in his possession, apparently dying of fright in the middle of the night, decided it was time to take a closer look at that town. And so we pick up with you all setting out. Before we go any farther, I have to ask, would you like to take the road or cut across country?
Let me take a look at the map. Wait, which way would cross country be?
Cross country is going to be more direct.
So, like, through the Dull Creek?
You would have to cross Dole Creek, yes.
So it'd be like going this way, right?
Yes.
We'd eventually have to cross the road up here. But...
Yeah. It's a more direct path.
Yeah, and either way, it looks like we would run into guards either way, because there's...
I can say what we could do is we could take what I like to call the Scenic Route. And we go down here, just like normal. Go down this way, get to here, and then go north through these hills. Because they won't see us, and they won't see us. It's probably the safest way to go, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Start heading towards
It might
Sterling
take
Hill.
the long way, but if we're going to be careful, the long way is the way to take.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you all set off on the road. You have a few hours of travel before you make your way into the country. Is there anything you would like to do or discuss?
I had stuff ready to discuss with Adam, but he's not here.
Ripperoni.
For a later time, he will be back.
Okay, if no one has anything. You set off on the road, making your way back through this ever-present misty rain that has lasted since you awoke this morning. Your stomachs begin to grumble maybe an hour into the walk. The road is quiet, largely abandoned except for the occasional farmhand moving from one house to another, one field to another. No one really passes you.
Do the
About
guard notice?
probably 4 hours into the walk at this point, you start to you do notice a guard tower up on your right, the one you passed this morning, standing watch over the fork. Continue on past the guard post, unaccosted. Probably another 3 or 4 hours pass. You pass the road turning north toward Gorlin Mill, taking note of the watchtower in the distance on the hills. But, again, you are unaccosted. And soon
Right.
enough, you see neither tower, hidden by hills and trees. Who's taking the lead?
I might as well.
Alright, so Goon, seeing you're pretty sure it's time to get off the road, you confidently march out into the hills. Go ahead and make for me a survival check as you
Okay.
attempt to lead your companions toward Gorlin Mill.
Survival. Let's see. Oh, that's not good. 4.
4.
Oh, buddy.
Okay. So you head off confident in your direction. After all, everyone knows you can't get lost if you follow the river.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's about an hour or two into the walk. The sun is starting to set. It's getting dark. When you find yourselves outside a recently harvested field.
Oh no.
Oh, we're like over here.
Yeah. We're way off course. Well, there's
Well-
multiple fields because there's a field over here. And there's also
Wait,
a
are we
field
still-
here.
Are we still following the road? Or...
No, you got off the road.
We got off the road.
The whole point,
Oh,
the
no.
whole idea is to skirt any attention of anybody noticing you making your way toward these lands that are off limits.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so for clarification, do we see a field across the river, or are we right beside a river? Or are we right
You
beside
have not
a field?
reached the river yet.
You have not. So
Okay.
we
You
are
would
beside.
know if you crossed a river.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I... Actually, Malachi, can I take a look at your map?
Do I have a map?
You not
said
of
you
this
did.
region. You don't.
I
You
didn't
said you
think
did.
so.
Oh, no, never mind. Ignore what I
All
said.
I have is what Wolder Greenfield told us, where it's you go there, you go to the place, you go take a right, you go up, you go take a right. You're not your second right, but your third right, and then that'll be where it is. It's north. He said it was northwest of where it was, and so I just kind of like, well, we could just kind of go until we don't see him anymore, and then we cut north.
Yeah.
Right, we go west and then cut north.
So there's fields nearby, right? Are we kind of in like a wet region? Like a wetter region?
I mean, everything around here is very wet right now with the recent storms.
I mean more like, does moss grow, like, you know, like how moss in Europe, it grows like over everything.
Make
Is
a
that the
nature
case
check for me.
here? Okay. That is a 2. Does nature use intelligence or wisdom?
In this
I
case, it
forget.
would use wisdom.
Wisdom. Much better. That's a 17.
17. There is some moss here and there, yeah. It's not particularly widespread, but you are surrounded by very well-tended, kept fields, gardens, that sort of thing.
Can I tell? Because moss always grows on the north side of things. Can I tell north from looking at like the moss on like,
With that
rocks
roll,
and-
yeah, you can figure out what north is. And you can tell, yeah, you went a little too far west, and
Yeah.
not very much north at all.
I think we maybe actually need to go that way. but it's getting dark, so I don't know.
Oh, right. You guys need to sleep.
Yeah. Well, we can either set up camp out here, or we can try to make our way back to the city. Honestly, I don't mind either way. But unless we want to make this trek all the way into the city, just to lay down, just to come all the way back out, I say we camp out here.
I say we camp out and see if we can find it at
And
night.
keep in mind, the sun hasn't set yet.
Mm-hmm.
You still have some daylight.
Oh, okay. So maybe
Maybe about another hour or so.
we get a little way away from the fields then. Like go.
Yeah, keep moving
north.
north a bit. I would like to take advantage of what daylight we have.
For sure.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
And I'll begin leading us north.
Give me a survival check.
Switch dice. Works. Okay, 16.
16. Okay, yeah. You take the lead, confident but cautious, steadily leading your party to the north. And you see ahead of you the rolling hills begin to pick up a bit. About 30 minutes into the walk, you notice something. Grenna, in the lead with your passive perception, you would notice first there is someone walking, carrying looks like some kind of light, sort of wandering a little aimlessly up ahead of you.
I'll, stop. Do you say that?
Do we see it, DM?
With her pointing it out, yes.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
what is it?
Are we far enough north to be in the Forbidden Land yet? Do you think?
I don't know, but is this something we want to test? Should we just let him go about his business and then move in once he's gone?
Yeah? I think so. I think that second option.
Does it make
As you
him
all stand there
self-righteous?
deliberating, the figure has noticed you and is making their way directly toward you.
Oh,
no.
Lord.
Wait,
Little
did we
too
have a light?
late then. I don't think we had any light out.
Or is it dark? Then we would have had to if I was leading. Because I can't see.
It wasn't
you've
dark
already
dark
got a
yet.
light ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Fair
don't have
enough.
dark vision. I'm sorry.
Do I have dark vision? I do. Cool.
Fair
So the figure's
enough.
approaching you. What do you do?
I
How
guess
fast
get
is it
ready to
approaching?
talk our way out of this one.
We're going to talk our way out of this one. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, as the figure approaches, Tanith, you recognize this person.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Is that Adam?
Cal? What are you doing all the...
Hello? Hello?
Hi?
You see a fellow holding up a map, just 3 ways from Sunday, looking
Hello.
around, very confused. Hello, travelers. Yes. Oh, it is you.
Yes,
Hi, yes?
You must be quite lost. You headed out for Delrin yesterday.
Oh yes, you go to the same place. I see. Delreen. Or
Um,
Delren. I
Not
don't-
quite yet. It's a very long story.
Of course, we left off on a very long story from before. You see, you have friends. You make friends. This is good. Last time I was here, you had no friends. None at all. I was your only friend. I was her only friend on the train ride here. So it's so good to see you have more friends now. Hi. Hello. Yes, introductions are in order. My name is-
Yes, so the tall, lovely woman here is Grania.
You see,
Grania?
he walks over. You see an elf very similar similar in coloration and whatnot to Tanith there. But you see a snow white hair that's braided around in a circlet hanging down in very thin braids that are somewhat disheveled right now. Quite frayed, the ends messed up, one of them popped off a little bit. Very white, pale skin, like he's never seen a day of sun in his life outside at all. About a little over 6 feet tall, very thin, young elf, very young-looking elf. And he is wearing a just simple traveling attire. You see he has a big pouch slung over his shoulder, hanging at his waist. Looks to be jingling and jangling, full of things. It's somewhat bulging. And around the other side, he has a whole nother pouch over here where you can actually see poking through the corners of a couple of books of some kind that are jostling around in the flap that's half opened. You see, actually, there is a light crossbow that is put over his back somewhat hastily. And he, again, is holding this, what looks to be a very crude, possibly hand-drawn map of this area as he walks over to who am I walking over to? Who am I seeing? Yes.
Right?
Hello. He gives a bow. He says, "I am Kalino Lukasi of the tribes of in the far north. You see, I do not believe I've seen someone of your stature before. Who do I have the pleasure of meeting?"
Hi. I'm Grania O'Brien.
Grenya O'Brien.
If it's too hard, you can
No,
just call
no,
me Snowdrop.
I will get this correct. It is very rude to mispronounce people's names when they speak them to you. Please speak again.
Grania O'Brien.
Grenya O'Brien.
You can just call me Snowdrop. Really, it's okay.
We will work this out, for we are friends now, yes. Snowdrop. I know about snow, and I know very much of dropping. I will not forget this. Snowdrop.
Right.
Very good, very good. As I say, I've not seen one of your stature before. Are you from not the north?
Woods, right, DM?
What?
Sorry. Answer Lucas's thing first.
No, we're good. I think.
Any better?
I think so.
Okay, I can adjust this as required.
Oh, that sounds so much better.
I'll put this right here. How about that?
Oh, that sounds
It's
excellent.
better.
Excellent. All right.
Makes my job easier.
Wonderful.
Is
All
it
right.
the Woods of Dell? What's it called?
You are
Gorlin.
from Gorlin Wood.
Yes. There's too many D names. My ADD brain cannot keep track.
He looks at his map a little harder. See nothing of names Dorlin. Where is it on this map? He turns it around and shows it up to you. It's just literally a bunch of squiggles with an X somewhere over to the west that says Delrin.
Oh. It is on this map, but to the south.
I see. This is a very small map. You're from far away, then, I see. Interesting. I am being so rude. I turn and look at the other two who are there. The pleasure is mine. Again, Kalino Lukasi from the far north, the tribes around the Narurog archipelago, east of Wellness you see all of us, elf peoples there. Who are you again? Not again. You did not speak your name. Of course it is not again. I am so sorry. What is your name?
Malachi will step forward and put out a hand for a handshake. Say, howdy there, partner. Name's Malachi. Friend of Tanith is a friend of mine. It's nice to meet you.
So very charming. Good sir. Yes, I very much take your hand, and I shake it vigorously. Is this how I'm supposed to do it? Yes.
Well, it's a start, for sure. I'm sure you'll get it.
Good. I do not know very much about anything other than where I am grown and born. Malachi. You have a brother named MacLeod, I guess.
No, I'm an only child.
Oh,
But,
that is good. You see, if you did have brother or sister, then the naming convention of where I am from would necessitate the second to be low, the first to be high. So, I'm sorry, assuming things. You are very colorful. Very colorful.
Well, thank you for noticing. I am, in fact, very colorful.
I like colorful. Everything is white where I am from.
Everything's shades of brown where I come from. Pretty much, at least.
Sounds very
And-
lovely.
Kalino, the dwarf here, and his
Oh, I am
meadow
so
friend.
sorry. I was looking over your head the entire time. Oh, this is so bad. I get down on one knee. I am so very sorry. This is unforgivable. Ah, this is unforgivable. Good, kind person. Who are you?
It's okay. I try to make do, and I point at my heels that are like 1 inch thick. Or 2 inches thick.
Smart
I'm
person.
Goon. This is my friend, Adam. He doesn't think he's my friend, but he's my friend. And these are all my new friends now.
So, you're Goon. You are Goon?
Goon Hill?
Goon. Goon Hill.
Goon?
Goon.
Yes.
Goon Goon. Goon Hill, Goon Goon. I am confused.
Just call me Goon.
Yes, I am
With
Goon.
my
Oh, you are Goon.
hammer
You are
and,
Goon. You are Snowdrop. You are Malachi.
Yeah.
And Adam? Who is this Adam?
You see a rather large, not quite as tall as Snowdrop. Looks to be a man made entirely of metal with a single glowing blue eye in the center of his head.
Have I seen anything like this before?
No.
Does it speak?
You hear this sort of metallic, resonating voice answer, "Yes, I speak."
This is most interesting. Hi, Adam. I am Kalino. Speaking to a metal man. I must write this down. As he pulls out flips open, grabs out one of his big notebooks, and just right there in front of you all, like on one knee, flipping over, pulls out this little ink bottle
no.
and quill, trying to balance it and everything. And
Kalino, we're
Yes.
gonna be camping soon. If you want to come
Yeah.
with us and maybe save the writing for another 30 minutes or so.
Yes, yeah. Writing for another 30 minutes. As you say that, you see he's writing what you just said. Writing for another 30 minutes. Oh, camping is wonderful. Yes, I did not get to camp at all last night. It was terrible, awful, storming everywhere. I was full of water. Not the frozen kind, not the good kind. The one that just soaks you to your bones and makes everything all stale and sloppy. Good kind man in an old cabin that way somewhere. Or is it that way? I think it was that way. A good, kind man in a cabin. He put me up and gave me breakfast, and then I am away. He works, but I travel for Del Rin, which is here on the map. Camping is great.
I
Where is
noticed.
camping?
How dark is it at this point, DM?
At this point, you're seeing by the light of whatever light sources you all have on you.
I look around to everybody else. It doesn't need to be now.
I think it needs to be now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll camp here tonight.
Very good. He sits down on the ground.
Can I try and find us a nice, like, dry spot with, like, a lot of trees overhead since it's still raining?
Sure, make a survival check for me.
I
Is it
would like
still
to.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
it's
fine
still
mist at this point, but yeah.
No.
Oh, well, yeah. Woo.
Wait, so how's the sky illuminated?
It's
Is
not
it
right now,
cloudy?
it's night.
It's not.
Dark.
No, I mean like you said it was like a waning crescent. There's not much light, but is it cloudy to make it no light, or is it just?
Yeah, it's basically blackout right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
It is
21.
very dark.
21. Okay,
Wow.
it takes you the better part of 5 minutes, but you do manage to find a stand of trees that haven't quite lost their leaves for the season. The ground there isn't dry by any means, but it's drier than the muddy hills around you.
I can help set up camp.
I will help as well. I do not know how to set up camp against the liquid water, but if it's anything like the frozen stuff, I can help you. So I guess I hold this, right? As he starts picking up a stick, starts sticking in the ground.
I love him. I love him. He's great.
DM, are there... So there's no trees nearby in general or anything?
No, Snowdrop led you guys to some trees to take shelter under for the night.
Okay, so there are still some trees. Okay, I misunderstood.
There's no thick wood, but there are trees.
Mm-hmm. I have
Alright.
some rope if we want to try to maybe bundle some of the branches together.
Sure.
Very good idea.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do.
All right.
I'm
I
not
get-
from here either.
Can I get everyone to make a survival check for me?
Sure. 8.
19.
19.
12.
Tanith? Hello?
Hello?
What'd
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
I got a 6. Did you guys not hear me?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
And a 1. What's the total on that?
It's natural 1. Total of 3.
Total of 3, okay. Yeah. Outside of combat, 1s and 20s aren't
Okay.
auto pass or fail.
That's hilarious, though. It's still funny.
Oh yeah.
It's very
First roll of
funny.
the campaign for you.
Heck yeah.
Alright, so Snowdrop, Malachi, you both do your best. The camp is serviceable. Not dry by any means. There's no fire. At one point you have to rescue Kalino from a bundle of branches that Goon has somehow managed to drop on top of him despite being a couple feet shorter.
Oh, no.
Tanith gets briefly lost, and Malachi, you end up going to find her. There's no fire, it's cold, but you have some kind of shelter, and at least you have some company.
This is very nice camping. So warm. So very warm. Do you not think, Tanith, it's so very warm?
I would like it if I wasn't wet.
Oh, I can fix that. I take this couple of sticks that I was using that no one seemed to appreciate, and I put them on the ground, and then you watch as he kind of does this. He makes these motions with his hands, and you see this red tracing out, like this sort of an octagon trace out, and he flicks his hand, and you watch as the little bundle of sticks catches fire. There we are.
Neat.
Nice.
Oh,
Much better.
It will need
Very
more
good.
sticks.
Yeah. I can go grab some. That way we have a fire for at least a little bit.
Very smart. I like this. I like this plan. May I help you?
Sure.
Very good. Which way are sticks?
Probably that way. And I look for like the parts of the forest with like a lot of like underbrush and like thick like fallen branches kind of things.
Very
This
good.
isn't a forest. It's more just a stand of trees that you managed to come across. There are plenty of sticks. Incidentally, what are your passive perceptions again?
14 for me.
14?
15.
15, okay. As you're gathering sticks, Snowdrop, you notice, flickering with the torchlight flickering and illuminating the ground, here and there, just sort of scattered about, you see little tufts of blue grass. Just like sky blue.
I've not seen anything like this before, have I?
You would have seen similar grasses close to your home.
Okay. Can I go and take a look?
Sure. What are you looking for?
I want to try to see what kind of grass it is.
Okay, make a nature check for me.
Wait, the intelligence or wisdom?
This
It's
is
not gonna be
intelligence.
great either way. Oh, 5.
5. You've seen grass of odd pigments before, but not this one. You're not really sure what it is. Definitely doesn't look normal compared to the grass around it. Kano, you do see her sort of taking a close look at the grass.
If it's a very small stick, Snowdrop, we don't need the smallest ones, okay? Just the bigger ones.
Oh, I was just...
Snowdrop, I'll walk over. Snowdrop, I know you are very good with woods, but it is... Ooh. What is this?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's blue.
I touch it.
You touch it. Feels like slick grass, thick bladed, almost a little sharp on the end if you've ever had grass like that.
I taste it.
It tastes sour.
I take it out. Go ahead.
Wouldn't have done that.
Oh, no, it is fine. It is fine. I'll actually, out of my satchel with the clinky stuff, I'm going to pull out a little flask amongst, and you actually notice, you look in there, Snowdrop, and you see there's other little bits and bobs, a mortar and pestle, what looks to be the pieces of an herbalism kit that he's gonna pull out and kind of get a little few pieces and put them in the vial, kind of fill up the vial if possible. Looking at it.
Yeah.
What?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay. This is very interesting. Perhaps useful in potion making or something. Very tart. Maybe marinade.
Maybe. I've not really seen it before. And I'm gonna pinch some of the moss off of my moss balls I have hanging on me. And I'm gonna try to uproot some of the plant, like the bluegrass, and Druid craft like the moss ball to go around.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. Easy enough.
ooh,
With
that was
just a wave of her hands. Excuse me. With just a wave of her hands and an incantation muttered under her breath, you watch as the moss swiftly grows, knitting itself into a makeshift pouch around the soil containing this grass, ready for transport.
wow.
Oh, maybe if we need it later.
That was magic. Yes.
Yeah.
I have.
Like more like nature-y magic.
Oh yes. My family from the villages. I have seen a few that do this with the snow and plants from their trees, the grasses, lichens. They use that with. That's very familiar. What god do you follow Almond Key as well?
Oh.
Almond
No.
Key. But you have the gift of theirs, so you must follow some of Almond Key.
No, I really just try to serve nature in the best way I can.
Yes, exactly. That is what I'm saying. I think.
As whoever Almond Cave.
Tanit was very confused as well. I see you confused. She's confused. We'll have conversations together. For now, let us be careful because there are very scary gold and amber-eyed monsters in the dark. One chased me last night. So let's get back, okay?
Yeah. Sure.
With our bluegrass and sticks.
So, while those two are gone gathering sticks and grass, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Resting up while I can, so I can, I guess, take watch later.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get Tanith to play cards.
I also have a deck of cards on me.
Let's go! Let's play some cards!
I'll play cards with Malachi.
Let's play
Yes!
cards! Yes! You don't
Yes!
understand how excited Malachi is to be like, hey, You want to play cards? Yes. Oh, you want? Let's play some cards.
It's like you
Mm.
ask if she wants to play cards and she just pulls a card deck out of her bag.
He'll open up his duster and out of like the inside pocket pull out another deck. Let's go.
Well, now there's more games we can play with 2 decks of cards.
There's so many games we can play with 2 decks of cards. Anyway, we're gonna play
So
cards. I
Goon is
guess.
sleeping, and Malachi and Tanith are keeping watch and playing
We're
cards.
playing Go Fish. Keeping watch.
Ironic, given how few fish you have seen in your life, Malachi.
You know, you don't need to know what a fish looks like to play Go Fish.
That's fair. So, Calino, Snowdrop, you both arrive back in camp. Goon is dead on his feet, out, unconscious, snoring. Adam is just sort of standing impassively looking out into the darkness. Malachi and Tanith playing cards by the fire.
Oh, I wonder why this grass is such blue colors, because grass should be green, yes, for producing the grass food, right? That's what we need, grass food for plants and trees and stuff. So, have you seen, you look familiar with this grass. Hi everyone, look at this grass. I'll take out my bottle and just show them the blue grass. We found grass.
Bluegrass.
That's great.
I think I've heard of bluegrass before.
Have you? Do you have somewhere you are from as well?
There ain't much grass anywhere where I come from, but I'm not talking about actual grass.
That was a good joke.
You're welcome.
You sure you don't mean blue glass? Did I mishear him?
It's okay. I'll tell you when you're older.
I think that might be one of those figures of speech we were talking about before.
Oh. Yes.
Anyway, no, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
It tastes sour.
You ate it?
Of course, you want to try
You
something?
just
Very good.
found something out in the woods and
Oh.
you popped it in your mouth.
I mean, how else does one eat and survive in the world?
Okay, but you went and grabbed something in the woods. You didn't know what it was, and you popped it in your mouth.
It wasn't
Yes.
a great idea.
Yes.
You went and... I respect that.
Take a look at that, Kalino.
Of course. There is more over there. You may eat this if you wish. I will get more. I handed the
do
bottle.
not wish to eat this. She's gonna take a look at it. Can I try casting Identify as a ritual to see if this has any sort of magical properties?
You can certainly try. So, Tanith sits
I'm
down,
gonna be a minute,
preparing
Malachi. I'm
her
sorry.
ritual to try to identify this.
Does the metal man rust?
The head turns over to look at you. No.
Have I offended someone again? I am sorry, Metal Adam.
My name is Adam.
I am sorry, Adam. I look over kind of like, help me, to the others. He looks very uncomfortable right now.
Hey, Kalina, you ever play cards?
Are you speaking to me?
Mm-hmm, sure am.
We have, things like that where I am from. I have no experience with
Do you want
it.
to learn?
I love learning new things. I'll
Oh,
walk over
then
and
let
sit
me
down.
teach you how to play cards.
Which card
Well-
are we playing?
Oh, I'll show you. While Tanith is over there looking at your blue grass, I'll show you how to play some cards.
Very good.
I taught Graina on the way over here, so between you, me, Graina, and Tanith, we got 4 card players. He'll look over to where Goon and Adam are standing. That just leaves 2 more.
Goon, at this point, the commotion has woken you up.
Okay. Cool. This is very good. Now, this is a game. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Good. Games are very good to help me not think about the scary gold-eyed beasts in the night that chased me yesterday. So, may we
no,
sit
go
down
back.
and learn?
You said gold-eyed beasts that chased you in the night.
Yes, but we are forgetting about this because of card games. So please continue. Which card are we playing?
One moment. Hey, Goon.
Yes.
So, our new friend here says that there's beasts that chased him in the night. You think that's gonna be a problem?
Nah, not with me.
That's what I like to hear.
Can I give you a chest bump? Or try to?
I mean, I'm sitting on the ground right now. I'm about to teach
I'll
you
give
know
you
how
a
to play
chest
cards.
bump.
You're gonna give me a chest bump while I'm sitting on the ground?
Yes.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes.
I have horns.
Wait, how do your horns... Wait, hold on.
So
If
Malachi,
I'm sitting on the ground,
as you're sitting cross-legged on the ground, getting ready to,
and you try to chest
get
bump
ready to
me.
deal out these cards, Goon just comes and essentially body slams you.
Oh god.
Just
Oh no.
Is this the part of the card game? Is this part of card? I wish to join. This was so fun when I was younger. I'm gonna
Nope.
just body slam him. Dog pile.
Nope. Oh god.
Snowdrop! Snowdrop! Am I playing? Am I
Nope,
playing
nope, nope,
Snowdrop?
nope. You were not
Nope,
playing this
nope.
right.
Oh,
No,
no,
Goon
really
isn't playing this
lightly,
right.
I don't know.
Raina,
Great.
Raina, please do not enter this dog pile.
I will.
I
I'll
don't really
extricate
want to.
myself. I'm sorry. I just wish to learn things. I'm very, very uncomfortable in this
That's-
place.
That's quite all right. It's okay. But let's play the not smack around Malachi game. That's my favorite.
Okay.
At this point,
Ugh.
Tanith, you've completed your ritual. The spell doesn't really reveal too much to you. There is some underlying magical essence to this grass, but what it is either not complete enough or beyond the reach of your spell.
Kalino,
Yes?
This does have some, arcane undertones to it, but you might have to fool around with it a bit to get it to actually do something.
Arcane. I've heard that word. Arcane. Oh, you mean profane magic? Yes. Okay. So, you have some, you say? Malachi, play card with him. I have something to think about with the problem. I'll walk over and you watch as Kalino begins a different, similar but different set of glyphs and symbols he's tracing with his hand. It's a faint purple, almost like a cage, is being traced around the glass vial holding it. I'm going to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
This will be a bit. One moment, please.
It's a minute casting time as a ritual.
Okay.
Actually, no. It's
That's 10
always
minutes.
an additional 10 minutes. Okay.
So 11 I can make total.
I'm out of practice, y'all.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
it's all good.
No, it's 10. Yeah.
Okay. 10
Oh,
minutes,
wait,
6
man.
seconds.
Let's look at a dice set.
6 seconds.
Alright, Malachi, I got some dice. What you want to do?
No, you
Oh,
play card with him. Card.
Oh no, we're playing dice now. Okay. Well, dice isn't usually my game, but seeing as it's just a friendly game of dice, I don't see why not.
Alright. I just roll in, like, all over them.
All right. You ever play Liar's Dice?
What's that?
Oh, we can't play Liar's Dice with 2 people. Let's see. Hey, Adam, you want to play Liar's Dice?
No.
That's a shame. Maybe next time.
Cool.
Graina. Do you want to play Liar's Dice?
You didn't really teach me that one.
Nope, but I can teach you right now. It's really not that hard, I promise.
Sure.
All right,
Sure.
we can play some Liar's Dice with 3. Goon, you ever play Liar's Dice? You know what that is?
Nope.
Ooh. I could teach both of you what liar's dice is.
A
I'm
new
just gonna teach you what
game.
liar's dice is. I'm not gonna actually go into the rules.
Okay.
It's a real game. It's really fun, actually.
Oh,
All right. So, while Malachi is teaching, Kalino, you complete your spell. It's odd. You've cast this spell before, and it always gives you some sort of obvious, clear-cut answer about the nature of the magic in question. But as you gaze at this, it's almost like two types of magic are bound together in this blade of grass. You see little flashes of abjuration as well as little pockets of conjuration magic sort of woven together.
I now know why it is sour, he announces to everyone.
why?
Okay.
What is sour now?
Bluegrass is sour.
I'll walk over to take a look.
Why?
There are two gifts trying to be the best, and neither are able to overcome the other. You see, we have one side that is what the school called it, abjuration. That's what the school called it, abjuration. And the other side of this is wishing to make some what they call it, conjuration. Yes, this grass has both of them at the same time. So the grass is confused. That's why it's blue. That's why it is sour. It's confused.
Well,
You know
color
what?
me
I'm
bluegrass, because
confused
I am
too.
also confused.
Yes, I as well. I have at the school. There is nothing I have seen of this before. Usually the magics do wish to be their own separate things. Yes, you have this person doing this, that person doing that. Let's say I am better than you. No, this is two things and trying to be the same thing. It's very strange. Very strange. It's not incomplete too. It's as if it wishes to be more, but the gift has not been given to it fully yet. Or it has not taken the gift fully yet. I am not sure which.
Goon announces, well, I'm better than both of them. He takes a piece and chomps it.
It is very
Of
sour.
course.
Interesting.
Have I
If you guys
ever?
are hungry, I have some rations. You don't have to eat random stuff we found in the
Snowdrop?
grass.
As Goon chomps down on a big old blade of grass, you're sure he moves like 3 inches to the right.
I look to see if anybody else noticed that.
Just you.
This will make most excellent alchemy ingredients. Potion with 2 effects. This has been done before.
Gunhilda, can you eat that again? Like eat a big piece of it again?
Sure. I'm definitely better, so I can do it again. I grab another piece and chomp it.
Wait, what are you doing? I need more grass now. He's gonna take the bottle and start walking towards where the bluegrass was because he's running out of samples.
Sorry.
I'm going
So
to follow
he-
so he
he
doesn't
doesn't
go
move.
alone.
He doesn't move. You said I had seen something similar to this, right?
Similar with there being oddly colored grasses near your home.
Is it? Do I know if it's any correlation to like intense magic in the area? Or like, because there were a lot of like sprites and pixies at home. Is there
I would
some
say
sort of correlation?
for this, make a nature check or an arcana check, your choice.
They're the same number.
Well, which one you choose will determine what you get.
Nature.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Is a 13.
13. Yeah, there. I mean, it was always most centered around your home itself, but anywhere where there was strong influence from magical creatures, you could find some sort of plant that was affected by it.
Okay. I think maybe this might be some kind of magic spillover. Like, I saw this a lot back at home. And in the woods. Were things similar-ish to this? Maybe it's like a spillover? Like there was some magical event that happened?
Tanith went with Kalanos, so he didn't go by himself to gather more samples.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
I missed that.
It's because Goon was eating all of my big grass tufts. I need some more, man. And my
Yeah.
my tech
Tanith,
magic is still
Kalano,
up.
both of
also.
you give me a survival check.
Detect magic is still up for the next 10 minutes.
That does help,
Oh.
actually. You don't need the survival check.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can detect little patches here and there, and with detect magic up, it's very easy to pick out a few samples.
Excellent. So I'll refill my glass vial and then come back.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
hello, Tennis. Did you wish to find more as well? I already found it. I can get you a second bottle.
No, I was just. You said you were chased by something last night. I
Oh,
was
I
just
was.
making sure you did. Yeah, what was that about?
I forgot. The card game I'd forgotten completely about it. That was a good card game. We should get back really quickly. I don't know. It was scary. It laughed at me, and it screamed at me, and it barked at me, and it giggled. It was very, very strange. But let's get back before the gold eyes find me. Start bebopping my way back.
She'll follow.
You both arrive about the time Snowdrop is finished examining and coming to a conclusion. If you'd like to try again to share that.
Sure.
Oh yes, you said it's the spillover. Yes, I heard this coming in. Spillover.
Kind of, yeah. Like a magical spillover. Like there was some sort of magical event or something that happened, or there's an area nearby of like intense magic.
Is there?
Saying that, I look at my map. I look at my Neemton map.
Okay. So, pulling out the map, you see the shifting images and almost flowing patches of ink. It seems like they're trying to form a path to the northeast, but every time it starts to form, it sort of fizzles a little bit, like it's being held down.
It's an interesting piece of paper you have there.
Tanith, looking at it, you don't see anything on the paper.
Oh,
It's
okay.
blank.
This is very nice paper.
read it.
What are we looking at? I look over her shoulder. Is that?
I said that sarcastically.
It's a map that apparently nobody else can see, so I don't know. But
Sure. Yes. What does your map say?
Sorry. I roll it up really quick and I put it away.
No. What does your map say?
It points me in a direction. It shows me like a week ahead, like what path I should take. But
So
it's kind of wigging out right now. It's not quite working the way it should. But apparently nobody else can see it, so I don't know.
Wait, so you have a fortune teller map?
No, it points me to a specific place.
So a destiny map, if you will.
A destiny map?
A fate map? I don't know. I'm just making up words.
It shows me the clearest path for the next week to get to a certain type of destination.
And you know what this destination is?
I know kind of what it is.
Will you share what it kind of sort of is?
She just kind of like looks frustrated.
I've offended again. I'm so sorry. I've offended again.
No,
I'm
no,
too personal.
no.
No. It is my fault. He gets down on his knees. It is my fault. I am sorry. I am sorry for being so insensitive to a culture of peoples I've never met before. Please, do not take this grass. It is very bad. Here, I can make up some drink. If you would like some drinks, I can do this. Please forgive me.
You're fine. I don't think I'm supposed to share
You
with
watch.
anyone.
As he does all of this, you watch as Calino actually reaches in his bag and pulls out a looks like a little wooden carved amulet. That as he's saying this, as he's apologizing, he puts it over his neck. It's actually pink, and it has it's like a almost it's very roughly carved and his paint's chipping off of it, but it looks like it's got pink and yellow colorations on it. As he takes it and he kind of holds it as he's apologizing. I thank you for your forgiveness. I will go and I will consider the error of my ways. As he goes and sits on a stump next to Malachi.
This is like the most social interaction Branya has ever had in her whole life. So she's just like,
This poor thing.
I just kind of look wildly and then down and just like...
It's okay. He's normally like that. He's also learning about places not his home. Don't take it too harshly. He's also just confused.
It's all conversation like this.
Meanwhile, I'm jabbing Adam in the side. I'm like, see? I'm not the only one that's not believed all the time.
Monday.
Well, I don't mind taking first watch if the rest of you want to get some sleep.
Yep, I'll be up in the morning, so.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
First watch.
Adam, do you sleep?
I rest.
Okay.
I'll keep watch.
Okay. Well, I'll keep watch for a little bit with Adam. Do you guys want me to wake any of you up after a little while, or?
I'll take the second shift.
DM, in this context, do elves still do the trance?
Yes.
Shortened
it just
rest?
counts as a short rest for our rest rules.
Got it. All right, sounds good. Has it stopped raining or drizzling yet?
No, not yet.
All right. So all of those, as we're laying down and getting ready, and the bedding and what have you, Calino going over, still holding that little pink and yellow chipped looking medallion, holding the pink side actually, seems to be favoring that a little bit more. He actually walks over and says, "May the blessings of Almad Ki guide you through the night." And you see as he traces out that exact same red octagon color, and then kind of towards you, and each of you feel a little bit drier. Your clothes feel just a little bit drier. As those of you are laying down. As he says that to every person. And then he'll sit down, take out his little notebook the book that he was writing in previously, and begins to, with his ink and quill, by the firelight, jot down a few things before he lays down eventually.
Alright. So, Adam is keeping watch. Does anyone want to take any shifts alongside him?
Tanith is.
Okay.
And then, Tanith we'll wake Goon when it's his turn. He said he would take a second watch.
I think he claimed first.
I think he changed the second.
Yeah, I changed the second.
Okay. Does anyone want to take third?
I'll take third.
Okay.
I'll stay up with Malachi, since I'll be awake anyways at that point.
All right. So,
I'll do it too.
Tanith, go ahead and make a perception check for me
Ayo.
as you settle in for the first shift.
Perception?
Perception,
17.
17. Alright. You keep watching the darkness, ears listening for the sound of any slight movement. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. Your watch passes uneventfully. You go to wake Goon.
Mm-hmm. She'll go over to where he's sleeping and just kind of nudge him with her foot a little bit.
Alright. Goon, go ahead and roll a perception check for me for the second shift.
Alright. Oh, 5.
5. Yeah, you keep watch as best you can. You can't see too far out in the dark, and your ears aren't really as trained as the elves, and after a while it gets just a little boring. You start tossing some pebbles, but your watch passes uneventfully.
Alright, I wake the third shift, guys.
That's everyone who hasn't gone yet is
Everyone
going at
else,
once.
Yeah.
The three of you, please give me a perception check.
15 total for Calino.
15.
Non-natural 20 for Malachi.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Let's see. As you all keep watch out into the darkness, you don't see anything. You don't hear anything. You see a faint brightening of the sky to the east. Notice that some of the clouds are starting to part a little bit. And as light is returning, Malachi, you just notice two little amber pinpricks of light crouched behind the trees before they dart off into the darkness.
Oh, hell.
Huh.
Did any of you see that?
What? Calino
Like
looks
what?
up from a book he was reading.
He'll
No.
point out to where the eyes are. It's like right there. Calino, you said something about gold eyes in the dark.
Yes?
Well, guess what just ran off? Whatever was following you must have been watching us all night long. Because they were there. Now they're not.
Can we go see what kind of animal it is? Maybe?
Hold up, I'm coming with you. I'm not letting you go alone.
Well, yeah, I was hoping.
Kalino, you stay here with the others. If you start hearing loud noises, wake everyone up.
Yes, I can do this. Please be careful.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, so Snowdrop, Malachi, what are you guys doing?
I am mostly just going to keep an eye out for if it decides to come back. Just kind of be ready for whatever happens.
Okay.
While Snowdrop actually does the investigation.
I get Malachi to show me where he saw it, so I can maybe get an eye of where the tracks might be, if there are tracks.
Okay. Make a survival check with advantage, since you have Malachi's help. Malachi, we will be using your previous perception roll for this.
Okay.
Much better the second time. 21.
21.
Yep.
So you don't find tracks per se, just 2 prints, standing about shoulder width apart. Human without toes, and 3 long gouge marks about 6 inches ahead of each, just like you saw at Greenfield. Looking around, you don't see any other footprints.
I point down and I say more of the same.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
Do you see any more tracks? See where it might have ran off to?
No, it's like yesterday. I don't see anything.
That's odd. Ever heard of a creature that shows up, looks at things, and then leaves without leaving a track, a trace, nothing? Because I ain't.
Me either.
I don't like this.
I'll stand like behind the tracks. Can I see how big this gate is? Like, I'm a pretty tall person. Like, is it like wide? Is it like narrow? Like, can I gauge like maybe how big? I don't know. This feels like a very woodsy thing she would do.
Are you talking about like the stride length? Is that what you mean?
Well, because they're like a certain distance apart.
Yeah, because it determines like your shoulders. Like, it's your
Right.
shoulder width.
So Graina's
yeah.
like 7'4",
And, like,
Malachi's
7.
5'10". If we were both standing shoulder width, if our feet are both shoulder width apart, they're going to be 2 different.
Yeah,
So we can
Yeah.
kind of judge between those 2, I guess.
They're about as far apart as Malachi's.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's my size. It's
About your size.
just under 6 feet.
That's a better option than my size.
Yes, much
Much
better off
less
than your
scary.
size.
Alright, cool. Let's head back then, yeah?
Might as well.
Did you find anything?
We found tracks. Well, we found footprints, not tracks. It's like it just up and vanished.
So it's a person then.
I wouldn't call it a person.
Kind of.
You didn't-
It has like claw marks out the front. Like no toe prints, just like claw marks. Someone about Malachi's size, maybe? Based off of how wide they were, but I've never really seen a print like it.
I guess it makes me feel a little better that strange beasts here that I do not know about, and there are strange beasts you do not know about.
We saw something similar in, was it Greenfield? Was that the name? Malachi?
Over in Greenfield, they were talking about something quite similar. It killed some of their pigs.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
This field of green, is it near here?
It's to the east.
Oh.
Oh. We should probably fill you in. So, this all started back in town because someone in Greenfield, Walter Greenfield, put out a bounty for something called the Beast, which 10 years ago was apparently responsible for killing the entire town of Gorlin Mill, which is north of here. That's where we were going when we found you wandering in the woods.
She looks over at Tanith. This group is to try and find and kill a beast that killed a town.
She's
fine.
asleep. You never woke her up.
Whether or not we kill is a different question, but anyway, someone thought I, with my appearance, was the beast, and so we decided to go find Walter Greenfield, figure out what was going on with it, and basically we're trying to end this bounty so people don't try to grab me anymore.
Oh, but you do not have golden eyes.
He does, though.
He actually does.
His eyes are actually yellow.
I squint.
News!
They don't glow. They're like they're normal like human like pupils. They're not like slitted or anything, but they are definitely yellow.
I see. That is unfortunate. But you are in need, and one of the tenets of Almat Key is to help all in need. Therefore, I feel I am obligated to help this out. I mean, I have to get to Delrin and get a delivery, but this is important. I help those. My mission is to help those and bring Almat Key. So, we should do this. I think. Everyone, wake up! Wake up! We should do this.
There's a little bit more to it as well.
Everyone, wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
That was 10 years ago. The only person who survived Gorlin Mill went by the name Petrus Gorlin. He said something about the beast. No one believed him. But then, like a month ago, a couple weeks, the town hunter, his name's Darius, I think it was Greenwalker. I could be wrong on that one.
Greenwalker.
I was right on that one. Went missing north of here in the hills, which is a little bit further north than Gorlin Mill. So I don't know about everyone else, but I reckon they're all connected in some weird way. Basically, whether or not it comes down to killing a beast, I don't care about all that. I want to figure out what's going on. People stop messing with me. But also, if we could get to the bottom of what actually happened at Gorlin Mill so we can kind of put this hullabaloo to rest, I say we do it. Whether or not that involves killing a beast.
You speak well, Malachi.
Oh, thank you.
Are we all up? Are we all ready to go and do the thing? Goon! I kick him. Goon!
Adam actually joins you and gives him a kick.
Oh,
Oh,
buddy.
We must wake up and help Malachi.
I groan. Oh, okay, I'm up.
Yes.
While Malachi was explaining that, can I have done my thing with the cord and try to whisper into the wind with like a bird call and see if I can get any sort of rations or anything for some of us? Maybe not all of us, but some anyway.
Sure. Make a nature check using your charisma.
A nature check using my charisma.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. Rolled kind of okay. 14.
14. No immediate response. You know, this time of year, a lot of birds are already either settling in for the winter or have moved south to warmer climates. But after about 20 minutes, a couple of them come by with a handful of berries.
Is it enough for 4? I was using the item. I was using the item. The cord of
right. I'm
Lilies.
sorry. I forgot I gave you that.
No, you're fine.
Okay,
It would be the same roll.
No. Unless I'm mistaken, there is no roll for that. Let me double
It
check
is.
that.
It's a persuasion check, DC 11.
Okay. Yeah, which you passed. And let me just reread the description of the item that I made.
You're
Yes.
fine.
So you use the necklace around that you're wearing, set the song into the wind, and after a few minutes, there's sound of fluttering as a small flock of birds come bearing various roots and berries that they have been able to forage in this late autumn climate and present it to you before scattering off to wherever they came from.
I thank them using my firbolg, talk to plants and animals, and wander back to the group with all this kind of food and stuff. What? Did I do something weird again?
I just haven't seen it before. I wouldn't call it weird. It's just something new.
lovely.
I look at Malachi and I say, "You didn't tell me it was weird."
I didn't know.
No, it's lovely. That is
Can
lovely.
you
In
teach me that?
fairness, where Kalano and I come from, it's a bunch of snow and not much else. So
Oh yes. What is that? Is that that looks like a snowberry, but is the wrong color.
Let's see, what kind of berry would it be? Gooseberry? Yeah, let's say gooseberry. Gooseberry.
I hope it did not taste like a goose.
No. It's kind of tart a little bit, but it's not like. It's like a berry.
Much sweeter than snowberry.
I don't know what that tastes like, but sure.
Hmm.
Who has rations? Okay. So, and then Adam doesn't need to eat. So,
Yes.
I guess between me, Malachi, and Goon, and then split like that last portion, like between the other two since they have rations.
Okay. So, you all have what counts for a full meal for breakfast.
Nice. All right. Question on the keeping track of stuff, because I kind of want to keep track of the rations just because it sounds fun.
No, I actually want you guys to.
Excellent. So I have a quantity here. I'm new to D&D Beyond, so the quantity here, it says I have enough for 1 day. Is each unit of ration a single full day's worth, or is it like a meal based?
I have a question as well. How do I put meat in here?
It says 1 day. Rations are for a day.
Yeah, so
full day, okay.
rations are per day unit.
Got it.
So you
All
don't
right,
have to
I will do
subtract
that.
yet.
Got it. All right, I'm good.
Oh, mother here.
Goon, the meat you gathered, or that you bought, it's starting to smell a little bit.
Oh.
Oh.
It was very fresh
Oh.
when you got it.
Oh.
Oh, you forgot.
Oh no.
Forget.
Oh no.
It's not rotten. It is at least salted to stave off rot for a while, but it's starting to get a bit of a smell from being outside for so long.
May I, Goon friend?
Hi.
May I try something on a piece to maybe help this? Because this is a shame.
Sure.
I take my hands and kind of rub them together, and you watch as he rubs them, a fog begins to form around them. And Goon, you can feel as I get closer, the air starts to chill. As I'll put my hands out in a small piece. I'll take a small piece, and I'll try to cast Frostbite on it to see if I can cool it down. And
Okay, so he's got 2 pieces, both 3 pounds.
okay, then I'll just take which one of them.
All right, go ahead, and for this will be an Arcana check using Dexterity.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it's going to be a Dex check plus my proficiency because I am proficient in Arcana.
Yep. So you weren't here last week, but I'm trying to differentiate between different actions that you guys try.
Okay.
And so while you're trained in certain skills, like for example Arcana, typically that's an intelligence-based skill, and you would roll on it to recall information about the arcane.
I like this.
But you could also roll on it to try precise things with spellcraft, or
I like this.
to perceive magic. Those would be dexterity and wisdom based, respectively, under the system I'm using.
I like it. All right, that would be a 10.
10? That's enough. It's a cantrip. It's not terribly destructive. But you do manage to release the arcane energy into the meat, and it's frozen. And it doesn't look to be burnt with ice either. You have seen that living in the north.
I think I've done it. This should taste fine. Just make sure you thaw it out first. Seal meat like this will keep for weeks.
Well, thank you.
Now, it will be wet soon as it melts, but that will keep it from the smelling getting smelly. Do you wish for me to try the other? Or are we eating
Uh,
that now?
Let's eat this one now.
Very good. I'll light the sticks again if I need to with the little octagon, the red octagon, and flash, and get the little campfire going again if we need to, and help him
Okay.
cut off
Malachi,
strips.
Did you want to take charge of the cooking?
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
I do.
Yes, you
I
do.
absolutely want to take charge of the cooking.
I hand him some of the herbs that he asked for the last time.
Yeah, buddy.
Here
I
you
got
go.
some cooking utensils here. Let's go.
All right. You set to cooking, and with the herbs, whatever this other pork is that Goon bought, it smells delicious, especially roasting over a spit. Sorry, train of thought derailed while I was trying to multitask. But it takes about an hour to cook all the way through. It's a big piece of meat. But by the end of it, Malachi, you are able to, you could either make your cooked treats or your special food with this, in addition to providing a meal for the group.
Let's see. You said you do it for. So in addition to, would this be breakfast then, or?
Yeah, this would essentially go along with what Grenna provided, and between those, none of you would need to expend any rations.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the special food because the cooked treats don't really. There aren't a lot, and they don't go for.
Yeah, so this will be in addition to the breakfast. The
Yep.
special food gives additional healing at the end of a short rest. The little treats that you make give temporary hit points, though.
That's true.
This is cool.
I love this.
Yeah, I'll do the
That's
treats
pretty
then
cool.
because we haven't really lost any HP yet, so
Okay.
we'll just do that.
Okay, so you have 2 of them that you can hand out,
Yeah.
and consuming one of these treats is a bonus action. It's like a little meat skewer.
Alright.
Oh,
I'll give one back to Goon because I feel like the meat was Goon's anyway.
oh, thank you.
So Goon, mark off that you have a cook treat.
Oh, give me 1 second.
You can add custom items in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Where did it show up?
Right, and are you holding on to the other one, Malachi?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Did I just call it cooked treat?
Yeah. And if you eat it as a bonus action, it gives you 2 temporary hit points. It will last as long as you eat it today.
Oh, okay.
Like, you could eat it now and you wouldn't lose the temporary hit points.
Yeah, it lasts for 8 hours.
Oh, wow, that's pretty nice. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in my pack first, though.
Okay.
But just know that it gives temporary HP equal to my proficiency bonus.
Yep. So it's 2.
Dope.
Okay.
Yes.
How much does it weigh?
Next to nothing.
Okay, I'll just put
It's like a
0.
piece of beef jerky.
Yeah,
Cool.
essentially. All right. So, breakfast had, treats made. What are you guys doing?
North?
Going north, yeah.
Heading back north.
All right. Who's
I
taking
would
the lead?
like to help Malachi, so I will go with them.
I can.
Yeah,
Sure.
Grina. Lead the way.
All right. Go ahead
I'll
and give me
be
a
right
survival check.
behind.
Okay. 19.
19. Yep, you managed to hold your course pretty easily. About halfway through the morning, the sun actually peeks out from behind the clouds and makes it a lot easier to keep your bearing. You all traverse through the hills, They're still very, very soft. The soil very almost loamy, and you see more and more moss and lichens beginning to spring up, as well as little patches of blue grass here and there. But are you all trying to approach the town quietly?
That's a good
Where are we going again? What town is this?
Gorlin Mill.
I don't know what this is, so I will do whatever you do.
Wait, so where are we in regards to Gorlin Mill? Are we still in the hills?
Back
Or...
to yeah, you guys are
There.
in these hills right here.
Okay.
Ah,
Gorlin Mill's north.
man, I was going the wrong way.
You sure were.
I don't see. Tant doesn't see any reason why we should approach quietly, so she's not going to say anything regarding it.
Okay.
2.
So,
Goon as well.
alright, so you all trudge up and down the hills until eventually you reach a hilltop and you see, nestled in a little valley, a number of wooden buildings in various states of disrepair. You see the grass is a bit thinner closer to town, and it seems there's only a single road running through it. There's a large mill. Its blades, 2 of its blades broken and just sort of laying at the ground at its base. As you all begin to approach, let me switch the music.
Oh no, music switch.
It's never good when he switches the music.
Always
boss
good.
missing picture.
Music, it's always good. Something fun's gonna happen. That's what it means.
Something fun is gonna happen. Exactly. That's what it is.
I'm just glad we didn't run into a room full of supplies first.
So, you make your way down the hill, coming to the road running through town. Doors aren't really a thing on any of these buildings. The windows long broken, shutters. Maybe they had once swayed in the wind, now toppled and rotting. You see up ahead, about a quarter of a mile or so, the road at the end of the road, a large 3-story building that may have once been the town hall. And as the road reaches the entry of the building, it curves off to the right, moving northward again. What would you all like to do?
Malachi, how long ago was this place ravaged?
The people said 10 years.
And no one has come back then, it seems.
Well, it's been off limits. See, the official story is that there was a there's an explosion in the mine which released some sort of gas which killed everyone here. So the thought is that, hey, it's dangerous to be up here, maybe no one should be up here. Which is why we took the way that we did instead of just taking the road, because the guards are basically supposed to stop anyone who tries to get in here. So we're not actually supposed to be in here, but this is the place where everything happened. And if we're going to figure out what's going on, this is the place to be.
I don't see guards stopping us, though.
Nope, because there aren't any guards up here. Guards are stationed out there to make sure nobody comes in here, but we went around the guards. You understand?
Yes, I think so.
Perfect. So basically what we got to find out now is we got to find any clues to what may or may not have been going on, especially anything that might be related to the beast.
I would vote looking for this mine shaft wherever it may be.
I point at the mill. Can we check
That
out
might be a good idea.
how those broke off?
I would say the best thing to do is start with what's closest, I guess. And then keep walking through, maybe?
Do we want to check out the big house and then go find the mine?
What about the mill? The 2 broken blades? I want to check those out.
We can check out the mill.
Maybe at ABC. Big house, mill, mines. ABC. Alphabetical order, right?
Works for me.
Well, the
This is
large
very-
mill is
let's go.
near the town hall.
This is very creepy.
It's an abandoned town. They get to be like that.
Can I keep an eye out for any like prints like we saw, or any like amber eyes?
Sure.
Anywhere
Go ahead
around?
and give me a perception check.
Hold on, I need to adjust. Need to turn Chrome down because I'm just getting left.
Cut the music volume a little bit.
Nah, it's okay. I just turned down. What check am I making?
Perception.
Perception. 20.
20. Okay. Good to know.
So, in walking through this street, are there smaller houses like near the road, or is it just this?
Oh, yeah, I mean, most of the buildings are actually on the road. There's only a couple that are off the beaten path, and they seem to be smaller residences or old shacks that were used for storage.
As we walk by, Callan will like just kind of poke his head in through one of the open archways, just kind of tentatively, just looking and seeing just the old rot, the time-worn place that's very, very strange to him. How many people lived here?
Well, you know, it's a real good question. I'm not sure. Couldn't have been that many considering how many lived in Greenfield.
Not any anymore.
Tanith wants to look around, just kind of passively as we're walking around, to see if there was any sort of signs of struggle. Like, does it look like there was an actual battle or anything that went on here, or...
As long ago as this was, you would need to actually spend some time investigating.
Okay.
It's not something you would notice passively.
Well, I'm gonna go investigate the big house.
Yeah. Let us stay together, everyone. I don't like the idea of some old spirit from the past catching one of us off guard.
So, you all make your way through town. The wind occasionally groaning through the empty alleyways or rattling the vacant buildings. As you reach the town hall, you notice one door is still attached. The other, though, is actually laying down on the inside. Climbing the steps and passing inside, you see dust and mold-covered wood planks. Wood beams starting to rot a little bit, holding up the next floor above you. It's a wide room that you enter in, with a counter at the back with shelves with still some rolled up parchments in them. There is also 2 large sets of stairs in not the best shape, rising up toward the second floor, where you can see there are several doorways sort of ringing a wraparound balcony above the main floor.
What sort of businesses did they do here?
From what I gather, milling and mining.
This is a lot of space for that.
Some people did say that the mine was very profitable.
Is there like a bunch of mining equipment or broken mining equipment or anything just like lying about? Is there any of that?
Just laying about
Okay.
now.
Oh.
Are those scrolls over there?
looks like.
Eleanor will walk over there and gingerly, with hands practiced at holding old scrolls and old books and papers, you guys can tell he would like to take one and try to gingerly see what sorts of writings or what sorts of purposes these had.
Okay. Pulling out the first one, you very gently unroll it. It's moldy beyond belief. A lot of the ink has run. You notice there's actually a hole in the ceiling going all the way up where water has been allowed to fall into the building over the years. But there is still some of the text intact, where you see 10 bags of flour, 10 gold pieces, 3 bushels of apples, 5 gold pieces. And it seems to be some kind of receipt of some sort. Maybe a shipment log.
Well, there are business missives here. Apparently, flour is 10 gold. Apples are, what, 5? Also just trying to rifle through the others and see if they all sort of match. Is the idea of it.
Most of them do appear to be some kind of trade documentation, but there are a few that also seem to be basic records, mail intended for the head of the town, records of town meetings that were held here.
Are they dated by chance, or can it be tell? Can I tell from the mold?
Only a couple of them have a legible date. One would have been about 11 years ago, the other about 15.
These are less than helpful. Let's someone else see if you can find something better. I'll finish this up to make sure there's nothing hiding, but this may take a minute.
Question. While searching around, do we see dead bodies, or no? Like, did they get moved out, or?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay. Oh, not too bad. 15.
15, okay.
Hey.
So, you don't see any in this building. The attack happened at night, and this is a place of business where matters of the town were handled. So, you reason probably not going to be any bodies in here. You go outside while the rest of your companions are looking around inside and spend some time just sort of kicking at the dirt. And after about 5 minutes, you come up on the corner of one of the houses and you kick away some dirt and mud that has been run off from the roof for the past decade, and you do see bones.
Okay. Inside the house, or?
No, this is outside.
Outside? Oh. Can I take a look inside the house?
Sure. Continuing with the same investigation check, this house, it's a 2-story house, which you haven't seen too many of these since you arrived in this region, but with the reputation Gorlin Mill had, it's not unreasonable that some of the folk here would have better residences. You search most of the places, worn down, the furniture long rotted, but you climb a set of stairs and you do find there's a bedroom, and there is a skeleton just sort of sat up against the headboard, just staring at the door.
Oh no. Is like anything broken in this room or in the house? Like,
Again, rolling with your previous investigation check. Everything that you see broken was... It just looks like the wear of time.
Okay.
You don't see any kinds of... anything that would indicate a forced entry of any kind. There's... Actually, there is one thing you would notice. You walk up to the skeleton, sort of follow its gaze back to the door. You notice there's 6 gouge marks in the wood. In the door frame.
Oh.
Just on the floor, facing inward.
Is it like those toe thingies from the footprints?
It
Kinda
lines
like?
up. So while Goon is investigating for bodies, Kalino's rifling through papers on the main level of the town hall. What are the other 3 doing?
Would try to find a stable path up the stairs
Okay.
to check some of the offices up there.
All right, go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
$14.
14. You have a close call on one of the steps as it gives way under your foot, but you have a firm enough footing on another that you manage to just hop up. So, go ahead and give me an investigation check now.
While she's doing that, can I follow her
Ooh.
her footsteps up? And
Yes, you may.
I'm gonna join her.
Right. You can either make an investigation check or you can assist her.
I will assist her.
Okay.
Make your check at advantage.
Even better. Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. Okay, so as you and Malachi investigate the upper level, your attention is drawn very quickly to a larger door, which is still somewhat intact, if a bit weather-worn. You enter and you see it's a large office. There are bookshelves with long, mildewed tomes on either wall and a large desk in front of a fireplace with a weather-worn but still discernible painting above it, where you see a man in rather fine, not noble fine, but respectable clothing, standing next to a woman and a young boy. As you go and investigate a little further, Malachi, you take a peek in the fireplace, poke around, and you notice there are scraps of parchment among the ashes. You find there is a scrap with some legible writing on it. And it's not much legible writing. As in fact, there's okay. I got my pieces mixed up. I'm sorry. This one, there's no writing on it. You just see, barely visible, what looks like an eye wreathed in lightning. Tanith, peeking around, seeing that he's found a scrap, you notice there's another one under the desk, and this one has faded writing on it. All you can really make out are the words new, breakthrough, unknown, change the kingdom, crest, missing, unsanctioned magics.
Aneth is going to... How sturdy is the desk like?
The desk is mahogany. And some of you will get that reference.
So it's still there.
No. Not in the best shape.
Ye-
Certainly weather-worn, but it's sturdy.
Is there any, like, charcoal still in the fireplace?
In the fireplace, no.
Okay. She's going to... is there any sort of charcoal around?
Do you carry any with you?
She carries... I'll double check, but I was pretty sure she carried ink.
Hold on. Where's my inventory?
No.
I mean, looking around, looking through the desk, looks like this guy used ink too.
She's going to go back out and, like, kind of peek her head over the loft and just kind of shout down, Kalino, do you carry any charcoal with you?
Yes, why?
I found something.
All right, one moment.
Ignore that fifth step from the top. Step on the right side, not the left.
All right. I'm coming up. I'm coming up.
All right. So while all this is going on, Snowdrop, what are you doing?
I think I would be outside. I want to cast my one-time verbal detect magic,
Okay.
and I want to see if there's any more of that grass, like near here, like if it's getting closer, like if this is like an epicenter kind of thing, or.
Okay. So, casting your senses out, there's a patch, and a patch, and a patch, and a patch, and a patch. It's certainly denser than the area you camped at. And looking around, you can see that while there's not much grass, as you just walk around, every once in a while your eyes get drawn to a large clump of it, just sort of growing in the shade.
I wandered too far from where everyone else is. But do I notice if it like normally grows in like shady areas or like something like that? Or like a direction where it's getting thicker?
Spending the duration of your spell searching, you find that as you begin to make your way out of town, it grows a bit thinner. As you make your way a little farther north, it is growing thicker. And rapidly so.
North equals more grass. Alrighty. And then do I see that skeleton that Goon found? Because there was one outside, right?
It was mostly buried. Just mud and dirt just collecting over the years. He actually uncovered it just a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna see how old it is, but it's been covered by accident. Okay, I'm just gonna wait out by the door of the house and kind of just keep an eye out on the area.
Okay. Kalino, you make your way up with the charcoal?
Mm-hmm. Reach into my one of the pouches on the left where the supplies and bottles were. Like gingerly make my way up the stairs, as she said, and walking in the room. Yes, I have some here for spellcraft. How much
Quick,
do you
can
need?
you just a little bit? Real quick, can you just copy what's written on here, just for
Sure.
record?
Yes, let me get my book out. He pulls it. There's other. Get his book out. He was writing in earlier. It says, yes.
It's here if you want to read it. And she like has a scrap of paper out on the desk.
Can I read it? Can I read it? Like, is it a language I understand?
Oh,
Just
yeah,
make sure.
It's written
Okay.
in common.
Okay. All right. I'll scrawl it out pretty quickly, you notice. He also has very good handwriting. You notice that as well.
Once he has it
Got it.
copied, Tanith is going to take the charcoal and with the lightest of touches, try to see if the gouge marks from the pen from when it was written still exist on the paper, and just gingerly scrape the charcoal over it to try to get some readings of indentations to gather some of that missing text.
Make a dexterity check for me.
Can I give myself inspiration for it?
That's a high-level bard ability.
Dang it, I didn't know. I had to ask.
If only you had another bard in the group.
Yet I still rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
I kid you not.
Focus now.
Wonderful.
Hey.
With the lightest of touches, you spread the charcoal over the page. Not all of it's legible, but you're able to infer some of it, and you imagine it once read like this. A new breakthrough, about 600 feet down. We broke into a large chamber. There are ruins. Age unknown. Language unknown. This information could change the kingdom, or at least our understanding of our own history. There's a door. Seems some sort of crest is needed to open it, but that's missing. The symbols down here are strange. We don't recognize them. Perhaps some kind of unsanctioned magics. Please send word to the university. And it's signed Foreman Ironbrand.
University? Which university are they speaking of?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
It just
So
says the
there's-
university.
Has some archaeological studies, apparently.
Unintentional, it seems, but they found
Magics.
something.
Yes, magic's unsanctioned? How very odd.
Well, they're not the only one to find something. Found something over here in this fireplace.
What is that?
Take a look at this. It's some sort of symbol. Take a look at it. You ever seen anything like that?
Ah, are those, is that lightning?
Calino, you actually have seen this symbol before. It is the symbol of the Delrisian University, where you are currently headed to pick up a package.
Yes, actually, this was on the seal, for my, rite of passage. This is for the university academy over at Delrin. Yes, that is the exact seal they use for their official business. It's where I'm supposed to go, actually.
Maybe they heard. Maybe they sent word to the university and heard back, and it wasn't what they wanted to hear.
This would explain the unsanctioned magics, as if they wish to seek for sanctioning. I guess, and the university seems they are out of their league, and may say to not do it. I've been warned of dabbling with magics you do not study very, very carefully first, and is that what happened here, maybe? A warning was not heeded, perhaps?
They
Maybe.
just found something, accidentally busted it open, and unleashed whatever was inside of it. If I had to guess. But that means that there's something in the mines for us to go look at, and quite possibly is where whatever this beast is came from.
Most interesting.
Why don't we go find the others?
Probably a
Yes,
good idea.
I think this is what we should do. Where did they go, actually?
You know, I'm not sure.
Good
I
question.
do not wish to shout. Perhaps we should go quietly outside.
Tanith will go outside and take a look around, looking for bright pinks or a stout man.
So Adam is actually standing at the doorway of the town hall. They went that way, and he points in the two directions they went.
I will
Thank
go
you, Adam.
Got it.
I will go this way. No, I'll go to the left. Try to hunt down whoever's there, kind of gently calling out. Snowdrop?
Yeah, she's the one
Go
that
on.
went that way.
Goon. We have
And you
found
actually do see her
something?
making her way back up the street.
Tanith will go the other way.
I'll go with Tanith because I got something I want to talk to her about.
Okay, go ahead.
There's something that's just not making any sense.
What's
So
that?
this whole town is gone.
Mm-hmm.
That much is pretty much what's going on. But they say there was someone who came back, Petrus Gorlin, who the place is named after, came back. So whatever they found down there, whether it be an actual mine explosion that killed everyone with gas, or whatever beast with golden eyes was out here stalking us, he somehow made it out alive. He knows something. He has to know something. Right? Because I assume that was his office we were just in. The bloody town is named after him. Right?
Well, there was a picture, I'm assuming, of him up on the wall.
I've never seen what Petrus Gorlin looks like. I just know the name. But with everything that's going on, he's the one piece of this whole thing that I want to find the most right now. Where is, or even better, who is Petrus Gorlin, and what does he know? But maybe that's just me.
No, it's quite odd that he was the lone survivor.
There's definitely something going on here in Gorlin Mill, and Petrus Gorlin is the key. Alright, now where'd Goon run off to? I bet if we... Oh, wait, I have a meat snack. You think we could, like, wave it in the air and he'll come get it?
I'm not sure he's that primal.
Oh, I'm just...
Hey, got the full party now.
Adam has arrived.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
It's not good. No worries.
Boo is a thing in which exists.
Since you've been gone, you met Lucas's character Kalino, a winter elf wizard. You have made your way north into Gorlin Mill, where some records have been uncovered, as well as a few bodies, and you guys are currently in the process of investigating. I'll let everybody else fill you in with what they want to share. I've just had you standing sentry at the door for now.
Cool.
I kept track of where Goon and Grenya ran off to.
Mm-hmm.
We're still tracking down Goon currently.
Yeah, was there anything else you wanted to do in that building, Goon?
Not in particular.
Okay, so we'll say you're coming out of it around the time Tanith and Malachi are looking for you.
I'll wave them over. Guys, take a look. And take them upstairs. The room was upstairs, right?
Second floor.
Yeah. Take them up upstairs and show them the footprints and the dead body. And I'm like, whatever this thing is, it's killing things, even these humans, or creatures. Not just like farm animals, just by staring at them.
Son of a bitch.
Definitely the same beast.
Now, by this time, I've seen 2 different sets of tracks from this thing. Can I confirm whether or not this was, in fact, the beast?
You don't see any prints, but you do see the gouge marks, which line up pretty well.
Son of a...
We should probably
Dear
get back to the
Lord.
others real quick before we're separated too long.
Yeah, we should probably stick together.
I always thought that phrase, "if looks could kill," was just a metaphor. Alright, let's get out of here. This place is giving me the creeps.
So you all gather
Wait,
back.
but didn't Kalino see it? And he's still alive, but he saw it. The eyes. Maybe not the
Yeah.
whole thing.
I also looked at it as well.
Was I aware of this? I
Gather
wanna see
back
it.
in front of the town hall.
I filled in Snowdrop
Okay.
with what we found in the town hall, at least.
Okay.
I think maybe the grass leads us north, so maybe that's where the mines are.
At the very least, I
Possibly.
think. At the very least, I think that is the place that the magic is spilling from. Perhaps the spring from the streams
Maybe.
makes the most sense to me, at least.
Yeah. If
Uh,
they
what-
unleash something strange.
Very, very clearly, I think, especially with the seal from the Darine Academy, the university there. If they have not given permission, it must be something most interesting. Let's see what the others have found, though. They look very somber, actually.
Yeah.
Are you all right? Have you found something troubling?
Well, Goon's the one who found it. Goon, you want to tell him or you want me to?
I'm gripping my hammer pretty hard, so whatever this thing is, it just looks at them, and people die, or things die. Just like those pigs, I found a dead body just in their bedroom staring at the doorway with the same tracks.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
We are sure this is the same creature?
Claw marks seem to match up. There wasn't a footprint per se, but there's definitely some gouge marks.
Oh dear.
And it did not appear to be forced. There was no damage to anything. It was just that and time.
Well, Snowdrop, you found something of note. If we wish to pursue this thing, I think.
Oh, so the bluegrass gets thicker the farther north we go. If that's the direction of the mines, I don't know where the mines are, but if that thing really had unleashed something, maybe this is part of it? I don't know. It gets less the further out of town you go, and thicker the farther north.
Are we sure we are able to handle something like this?
So I was just wondering.
I mean, surely we have found enough to clear you, Malachi, with this letter that Kenneth found. The seal, seal.
So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna go into town and produce this evidence, say, hey, we went in this place that we're not supposed to go
Well,
to and found this stuff, or would it be better to just actually bring the dead thing? Apparently it came from the mines, most likely.
The reward also just says information.
yeah, so there's two things. Kenneth already told you about one, and it's Petrus Gorlin, who is supposedly who the town's named after, and the only person to survive the incident. If he's still in the town, I want to know what he knows. And the other thing is that, like Green was saying, is that the warrant only wants evidence of what the beast is or what it looks like, a description. I meet half of the description that we currently have in that it has golden eyes, but I can assure you, and Walter Greenfield has seen this for himself, that I don't have bloody 6-inch toes with claws on the end. So half of that clears me a little bit. But Calno, I do share your reservations about going into the mine. But I also think that if we did manage to bring in this beast, we could potentially solve some problems for the town, while also, fixing my problem of having people come up and grab me.
How far away is the town from here, at least? I have no idea where I am, by the way.
Maybe half a day's travel south or so?
I see.
Because here's the thing, it attacked and then killed an entire town 10 years ago over the course of the night, and now the town hunter has gone missing. We just saw a whole bunch of pigs die all of a sudden, and apparently there are more reports of it. If we don't do something about it, Curlinfell could very well be the next Gorlin Mill.
But surely it's so much larger than this place. I stopped there in the train. I saw it. It was much, much larger than this place. Surely they...
I'm not saying it could happen overnight, but it's already starting to happen. At least one person is missing and or dead. And someone is out of their livelihood with an entire pasture of pigs.
Last place Greenwalker were seen was out north of town. Out north of Greenfield. So it's not too unlikely that he wandered too far west. Maybe towards Vermont. Too far?
Goon friend, how do you feel about this?
I have one question for you. You said, at about what point of the night were you seeing those eyes?
It was very dark. I'm not sure. Well past sunset. I was able to sleep in the night in the cabin with the kind man. So it could not have been very much past midnight, maybe?
Okay. And when was the last time you saw those eyes?
If Malachi saw them last night, it was then. But for me, I did not see them. I saw them 2 nights ago.
Oh,
Died
Oh,
in the morning.
okay.
So you
So-
are picking up on a pattern here.
What
I was more so thinking, how fast would that thing have to move from between when you saw it and when it killed those pigs? If it was the same night. Was it the same night? I think it was the same night.
2 nights ago?
Yes.
Same
Where were
night.
these pigs? Where were these pigs at?
They would have been up around here.
Oh.
You
Way
were over.
far away.
We found you over here.
Why, yes, that seems to be. So, that means we have more than one of them.
Likely.
Or one very terrifying monster. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
And if they're starting to wander out of the mine,
That would explain how a whole town got.
if they were concentrated in the town at one night.
Perhaps they hunt in packs.
Oh.
That's much
What?
deeper than your last one.
That's it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're using a different voice changer.
Oh,
Is it?
I think
That
it's a
was-
Yeah, it
different
is.
setting.
So
Yeah.
much
That's
deeper.
It sounded. For a second, I thought the beast should have showed up. I'm like, oh, we're all dead.
Oh wait, no, hang on, I fixed it. Never mind. Sorry, I had the strength to maximum and then slipped down by like 10.
oh dear.
What was it sound like?
It sounded like the devil
Very
himself.
deep.
Yeah. I
It
was
sounded like a pit
oh,
of hell had
no.
opened up beneath us, and we were being talked to.
I was like, what?
We had to go spelunking for that voice, my dude.
Oh.
Right, let's take 2. What do we got?
2 beasts.
Perhaps they hunt in packs. That would explain how it sounds.
Oh.
It's literally roboting for me. I couldn't understand that.
Okay, I'll just use my normal voice. Okay.
I'm sorry. I want it to work, but I want to make sure I understand what you're saying.
No, normally I fix it before session, but perhaps they hunt in packs. That would explain how. That would also explain how an entire town got wiped out.
Oh, like the winter wolves. Oh dear, oh dear. You see, Kalino's actually at this point. He's also been reaching, and he's pulled out another amulet from his bag and puts it on. This one has it's sort of one side is purple, and then one side has this blue flecked with white little sparkles almost painted on it. He's just gripping it white knuckled.
How tall is Kalino again?
About a little over 6 foot tall.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. That's why I got down on a knee to talk to you.
I see. I try to reach up and pet you while jumping.
I am very, very frightened right now, Goon.
So are... Wait. Yes?
Think the source of the problem is coming from the mine. And if we're going to actually stop the problem, we have to at least go see what's going on in there. Because worst case scenario, we do go back, we do report, yeah, maybe we get a slap on the wrist for going into forbidden land, but it's killing the people. And if they need to mount an attack against it, well, we have information for that.
And
We can't, I don't think we have enough information right now.
that's true. And I have an idea. I just came up with it. So say we go in there, we collect our little information, we get what we need, we get some evidence. Maybe not hard evidence, because it's hard to bring something back without killing something. But instead of going to the authorities, we go as an anonymous source to Walder Greenfield. Walder Greenfield, as a respected member of this here community, says that an anonymous source came back with some sort of evidence, and that he has good reason and good faith that whatever problem we find down there is down there, and then the city launches some sort of initiative against whatever is coming out with their resources based on the word of Walder Greenfield, based on our word, based on what we find in the mine. Now that's all a hypothetical.
And
But-
we know where this Mr. Greenfield is?
Oh yeah, we know
Yes,
where
we
Mr.
talked to him
Greenfield is. He's the
before.
one who sent us on our way.
Ah, good, good. I like this. As a foreigner, I think the best is to engage locals. So, this makes me feel better.
See? So we'll go to the mine, we'll learn what we learn, and then if we can't solve it right then and there, whatever it might be, we just report it to Walter Greenfield, collect on the bounty, and we just have him go talk to the good people of Curlin Fell on our behalf, while
Okay.
keeping us completely out of it.
Okay.
They already sent people to look at this, and they said it was a gas leak, right?
Right.
What if they're trying to cover it up? I mean, if they've already
why
sent
it's
people...
off limits, but I mean, if things are coming out of the off limits area to come kill them,
Right,
Right.
I think there's something hanky here. I think
It
that
could
going
also-
to Greenfield is a better idea.
It could also very well be that they do not wish to cause a panic amongst the normal people.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know much about towns and things, so this
I
is
would.
just a guess.
It confuses me why the people in charge wish to lie to their own people. That makes no sense. So, they must believe that to be true.
I grunt.
Either way, I feel we should go before it gets too much darker. How far away are these mines?
It's just past noon at this point.
Okay, you see him looking up and... Okay, perhaps we should try to go while the day is with us, since the eyes only appear at night.
I'm assuming they can't be too far. Since
Snowdrop,
they
you found
lived
the way.
here.
yeah,
Right,
Gwen,
Snowdrop, with the bluegrass, you found the way?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So we can follow that. It might lead us to the mines.
There's also a road snaking its way north into the hills.
Yeah, let's take the road.
Let's do the road.
Alright, so all of you set out on the road north toward the mine. The eerie wind picking up as it rolls in off the hills. It's not a terribly long walk, maybe 30 minutes, you wager, before you actually reach a proper hillside. The road bends around a hill, snaking its way through a small valley. Before you reach the end, you notice a couple thin wisps of smoke up ahead.
There's someone over here still.
To be?
Let's go speak to them. Maybe perhaps they have seen the monster as well.
Or perhaps they're the ones behind the monsters.
No. What? Well, no, the monster kills everyone here. Why would they be behind it? No. They could have information and help us.
You
It might be-
said
It's the smoke.
that
Might be
blue grassy stuff, you said, had something to do with conjuration and
Yes.
abjuration.
Yes.
Shadow monster things with glowing gold eyes
They're
had
not
to have
shadows.
come
They
from
have-
somewhere.
But shadows do not have claws.
Figure of speech. They had to have come from somewhere.
Yes. The mines.
And the blue grass has conjuration magic attached.
Are you saying that you believe these monsters or monster is magical and not living? Is that what you
Probably
are
magical
insinuating?
in a sense. Probably not from the prime material if I had to guess, but I'm speculating here. But there's a possibility that whoever has those fires up ahead is not our friend. And we need to approach cautiously.
How far away is the smoke?
Maybe another tenth to a quarter of a mile.
Oh, that's pretty close.
It's out of sight right now, blocked by a hillside, but it's in the direction you're going.
Let's approach slowly and
Of
cautiously.
course. I still do not understand if there have been no attempts for us to be harmed, and why we should be so distrusting at the start, but
Because no one's supposed to be here.
well, one could say the very same thing of us, you see. As we are not. But we do not wish to harm people, do we?
Let's just approach quietly, cautiously.
Okay.
And Tanith is going to just not be in full stealth mode yet, but be cautious of like how loud her footfalls are. Keep conversation down,
We're
and then
gonna
go.
need a stealth check even for that. So
Yeah, fair,
everybody, give me a stealth check. Adam, you have disadvantage for your heavy armor.
Me. It's just like old times.
Nope, that's
I
not
think
working,
that
dude.
one's okay.
No, it's high pitched.
It's squeaky.
Fair.
You know, even later,
Let's just
Even
me and you like go through it and talk it out and like see which one works.
Okay. Alright, so, Kalino,
21.
Snowdrop. Tanith.
11.
Adam.
10.
Goon.
Only one roll, right?
Yeah, only one roll for you.
12.
Malachi.
5.
Okay. Y'all aren't terribly stealthy.
No!
Gone are
Kalino's
the
doing his
days of
best.
parties.
Kalino's taken Tanith's advice to heart and is doing his best to guide everyone quietly. But most of you are just kind of walking kind of normal anyway. And then you've got Malachi tripping over his own feet, slipping in some moss. But eventually you round the bend and you see there's sort of a wide opening between the hills here. You see there are two buildings which are actually they've been kept up. You see smoke rising from the chimneys there. You see there's a large rock off to the side, and some piles of barrels and crates that are just kind of broken. There's sort of a gravel pile as well. You also notice an opening in the cliffside with looks to be some kind of mine track going inside. You notice the entire hill is surrounded by this deep blue grass. You also notice there are people moving about, most of them with weapons. You also see there is a large chain wrapped many times around the large rock off to the right, and the chain seems to be leading into the mine, and someone's moving it. You watch for just a moment, and you see someone come out of the mine, dressed horribly ragged, pale, very pale skin, looking a bit haggard as they push a cart out of the mine towards the gravel pile. You hear one of the larger individuals, "Mom, pick up the pace already!" Just start driving him at sword point to move a little faster as he gets the cart out there and starts unloading whatever is inside of it into the pile. You see, from him, the chain still continues into the mine.
So hang on, I'll make sure. So he is chained with a chain going into the mine? Is that what you said?
Yep. Yes.
Like him, like a shackle around him or something. Oh.
Wait, when you say something was moving, did you mean like the chain itself is moving?
The chain was being moved, and then you saw someone shackled to the chain pushing a mine cart out of the mine. But it seems like he is not the only thing attached to the chain, as it still is in the mine.
Okay.
So like he's wrapped around?
It's like he's wearing shackles.
Yeah, he's a prisoner
that have some movement to them, but those shackles are bound to this large chain that goes into the mine.
But it can slide up and down the chain.
Yeah.
So it can move. Okay.
Yeah.
So the rock itself that's got the chain wrapped around it, that's not moving.
No.
Okay, got it.
Can we make out what's in the minecart?
Not from this distance, no.
I thought you said he was just dropping off gravel.
That's all it looks like from here.
Oh,
You're still probably a good 100 feet or more
It's
away.
probably something a little more valuable than gravel.
Yeah, do the people walking around with weapons, do they have any sort of identifiable armor? Do they look like they're from the city nearby, or is it more like bandit attire?
Let me check.
How many are there, too?
They're mostly just wearing crude leathers.
Okay. But no uniformity whatsoever?
Not really.
Okay.
And how many are there?
Make a perception check for me.
Perception.
Well, I make some perception checks for them.
Oh, that's not
Oh
good.
boy.
3.
Oh boy.
They
Oh,
will
boy.
immediately spot me.
We're gonna be so noticeable.
The sun glistens just right off of the metal body of Adam.
Uh-huh. Pretty much. That's exactly what's
And in the road above.
Right, what'd you get?
3.
3. Okay. That's the wrong one. There are a few. You're not sure the exact number. But as you guys are sitting there watching, and Goon kind of peeking his head out, trying to count, a couple of them look over. Hey. There's someone over there.
Oh shoot.
What do you do?
Is Goon the only one that sees this?
No!
Okay. He was the one peeking his head out. I was double checking. That's kind of elbow Malachi and just go, are we talking our way out of this one?
We sure as hell are gonna try. It's either that or run. We gotta pick now. Do we run? Do we try to talk?
Well, these people are obviously here with the mine. They should know what's happening. So if we can ask them, then
They
we should.
might not want us to know what's happening.
Do we want to bluff our way? I can try it. But I gotta know now if we're gonna try or run, because if we gotta run, we gotta run now.
Let's bluff.
Hiding.
Let's bluff. Alright.
Yeah.
Here's the story.
The parts of talking.
Here's the
I'm
story.
hiding. I'm so
Listen.
scared.
Hey, this is a story. Listen. Greenfield sent us to investigate the beast. We are here on his word, okay? Okay, that's story. Let's go.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
So the bards are going out. Anyone else going out?
Me
I
too.
wasn't sent by this Greenfield
The-
man.
Alright,
I
Goon
don't
is
think
going
I can
out.
be a part of
Talk to
this.
them.
Goon is also
No,
going
no,
out.
Goon. No,
Goon?
Goon,
No.
stay.
Goon? No. Goon, stay.
Goon, stay.
You are better off.
Goon, stay, Calino,
I'm
stay.
just gonna stand in the back. I just wanna.
No. Goon, you are
No, no,
better
no, no.
used as an intimidation method than anything else. We can't have you too close.
Okay.
I'm
We
going to
appreciate you,
stand-
though. Thank you.
I'm going to stand with the large metal man and Goon, most certainly.
All right,
Mhm.
Adam,
And
where
also-
are you standing? Colton, you
Didn't
there?
hear that at all.
Oh, I'm standing with Goon and Tolino. Or I'm staying back.
Okay.
The bards are going forward.
Yep.
Okay. So, Snowdrop stays way back, trying to stay out of sight, while the bards approach, and everyone else stands at their back. So, let me just set
I'm not gonna be the only person in the woods. I'll just stand with the boys.
Okay. So, as you approach, the ones approaching you draw their weapons. One actually knocks an arrow in his bow.
We're getting feedback on Lucas again from you.
Okay.
Okay.
So one of them draws his bow. Two others draw swords. They're cautiously approaching. Hey, we got company! You notice the others are now also starting to gather up.
Whoa, now, fellas. We're just here doing a little bit of investigating for one Walder Greenfield. Gonna put his hands up to show like he's got no weapons. And honestly, with his duster and everything, he doesn't look armed either.
Okay. As you call out, one of them looks back. Wait, what should we do with them? And one of the larger ones steps up a little bit. Kill him or chain him.
Are
I need
they
everyone
in
to
a
roll
group?
initiative.
Are they in a
Yep.
group?
Not quite.
Okay. So much for talking.
These
Had
guys
a
aren't
feeling it was.
don't have orders to negotiate.
Oh,
No.
darn.
Ooh.
Oh.
What are we doing in
Hey,
on?
it's not a map.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. We need the map. This is gonna be much
Working
fun to
on it.
edit later.
No,
I
you're
have
fine.
to
You're
I have
fine.
to change the layout a bit. You guys aren't quite
Oh, there's a little
took a little
game
longer
log.
to engage the real hostilities.
Longer to engage the real hostilities?
So you're saying we should be more murder hobo-y?
Oh no.
No.
I drew it out.
You just gave them
I'm sorry.
you just gave them
I
chance to actually move around and adjust their positioning.
I'll let Goon off his leash.
Let's
Oh,
see.
gosh.
So
Is it
wild.
this one? Is this the battle music?
Oh dear.
Nope, not that one.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Where are
Lovely.
we?
What's the
Yeah, you guys are down at the bottom.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
And let me transition the scene. So that we have this. There you go. Alright, so give me a minute while I roll up some initiative. Alrighty. Calino.
23.
Very nice.
Snowdrop.
17.
17. Alright, what's your dexterity modifier?
1.
Alright. So go first.
Oh, great.
Tanith.
19.
Say again.
19.
What's your dexterity modifier?
0.
Alright, you go second. Alright, Adam.
8.
8. Goon.
22.
And Malachi.
4.
Bring it up the rear. Just separate these. Alright, so, top of initiative. Calino, you're up.
Okay. Long ways away. Alright, so I take it the whole area has turned hostile. No, he doesn't know that, just these 3.
It was actually this guy behind them that gave the order.
That changes things.
And you did notice everybody else starting to move in your direction.
Cool. Here is, I need a clarification question from the DM based on the system that we're using.
Okay.
Arcane Recovery. Is that only able to be done once per long rest? So, at a short rest, you can regain, and it says at. Let me read it. Once
short
per
rest, you
short
regain
rest.
spell slots, recharges on long rest, right?
None of them can be 6th level or higher. I take it that's what it says. I've never been a wizard before.
Let me check. Class.
I apologize. Know your abilities. Sorry.
That is how we played it when I was a wizard.
Okay, and it's how we're doing the long rest is why
Arcane
I was
recovery
a little
once
iffy.
per day when you finish a short rest. So it is not tied to long rest. It is a once per day ability.
That.
Wow.
That is a
Is
distinction that matters.
Okay,
Wow.
cool. So, seeing all 3 of these that are coming towards his 2 new friends in this strange land that he is in, you guys watch as he, here we go. Alright, you watch as he actually very quickly pulls out his water skin, takes and splashes some water in his hand, and as he does, he begins, muttering these elvish words, and you watch as some of the water drips to the ground, but other bits of it come and crystallize in ice, little crystals floating around, and you watch them as he takes his hand, they solidify into one icicle shard. And he takes and he fires it out, growing right over your left shoulder here, Tanith, just zipping past you, and I'm shooting to impact this guy in the front, right there.
Okay.
I'm casting Ice Knife.
Ice knife. Ooh, that spell.
Yep.
Make a ranged spell
Sean.
attack for me.
Yep. All right. I assume it's that button. 10.
10.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the bandit actually is prepared, ready for hostility. He sees you going through these motions, and he just sort of yelps as he ducks to the side.
The icicle misses him, but as soon as it gets just past him, you watch as the whole thing shatters, and in a 5-foot radius all about it, all of the ones are peppered with these tiny little icicles that fire out. So he doesn't take the 1d10 piercing, but he does take, they do have to make a dexterity saving throw, all 3 of them.
Alright, and it looks like this is a all or nothing save. Why do I keep putting my dice away? Alright, dexterity saving throw. Against a DC of?
12.
12. Fail. Success. Barely success, so one of them takes the damage.
All right. So that is 9 points of cold damage to the one that failed.
Okay. Alright, we'll say it's this guy up front that initially dodged it. He lets his guard down. The other 2, though, see it starting to burst and duck to the side while he just gets full-on peppered in the back. You see these large spikes of ice just sticking out, and blood is starting to pool down the back of his leathers as he's breathing very heavily, barely holding his sword.
Nice.
All right. Kalino is going to then actually scoot behind the large metal man.
All right.
That will be his turn. Actually, he'll take out his crossbow. As bonus action, he'll take out his crossbow and have it in his hands, ready to go.
Okay. Ending Kalino's turn. Goon, you're up.
Awesome. Goon would like to run up ahead, in front, and that's 25. Yes, 25. Then I would like to throw my javelin at them.
Okay. At which one?
Who's close range? I have enough range. The one that's almost down.
All right. One in front. All right. Go ahead and make a ranged weapon attack.
Okay. 9.
9. You rear back, chuck the javelin as it, with a bit too much strength, as it sails over his head, landing in the dirt about 10 feet behind him.
Oh, okay. Darn. You said bonus action to eat the meat, the
Yep.
treat. I'd like to do that and be done, I guess.
All right. Add 2 temporary hit points to your pool. Ending Goon's turn. It's Bandit Squad's 2's turn. It's these guys back here in the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They kind of range that out short.
It's 81-20.
I think all of them are in range at the very least of the front line. So that's going to be 2 arrows at Goon, 1 at Malachi, 1 at Tanith. You know, I blame this dice box that you made for why I keep putting the dice away.
It just fits so well.
It
Sorry,
does.
not sorry.
Just so
Arr.
convenient and well designed. Gosh.
All right.
Wow.
First arrow against Goon.
It's available at our merch store, right?
Maybe one.
Soon. Monday.
One day.
Let's see. That is a 12 on the first arrow,
Nope.
and a 21 on the second.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Goon, you take.
No.
You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
It is not reduced because you are not raging.
Yep. Not yet.
All right, against Tanith, that is an 8.
Nope.
Against Malachi, that is a 17.
That hits.
Alright. You take 7 points of piercing damage as this one gets a good beat on you and actually manages to catch you right up under the arm. You feel the wind knocked out of your lungs. You're worried one of them might have been pierced. Alright. Ending Bandit Squad 2. Tanith, you're up.
Yep. Seeing all this action going down and identifying the one back here as the one that they're taking orders from, she's going to glare in their direction, and you see her mouth moving, but none of you hear anything as she casts dissonant whispers
What's the
on
range
that
on
man. 60 feet.
are in range.
Exactly.
Get it.
So wisdom
He
save?
wisdom save
DC of
14.
with a +0, he just makes it.
Hmm.
Ouch. Does he take half on a? Yeah, it does take. He takes half as much, and he just doesn't have to run away.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll damage for your dissonant whispers.
It's still 7 points of psychic damage.
You watch as he actually reaches up and clutches his ears, looking around. You see, he is actually afraid of, and he's looking around almost like he's looking for something. Alright. That's your action. Anything else you want to do?
I believe that's actually, I do want to do a Bardic Inspiration Goon's Way.
Okay.
It's like, I see that massive hammer you have, let's see if you can use it.
Alright. Goon, you have a D6 inspiration die that you can add to attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Cool. D6. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Would you like to move?
Yeah, she'll backstep a little and kind of spread out whoop, wrong one, so that we're not so clumped up.
Okay. Ending your turn, Snowdrop, you're up.
Okay. I know Malachi just took a pretty big hit. How does Malachi look? How does everyone look, really?
I think Malachi's the only one that's taken a hit.
It's
Yeah, I
the
think
only
so.
Goon did.
Who did?
Oh yeah, he took one.
Oh yeah, he did. You guys can answer.
Oh yeah, no, I look bad.
You look bad.
Oh yeah.
I look alright.
Okay, where are you, Malachi? Is this you?
I'm right here.
I am going to go up to Malachi, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Malachi.
Alright, so you reach up, grab the arrow, pull it out. Malachi hurts terribly, but then there's a warm feeling, comforting feeling on the wound as Snowdrop lays her hand there, and the healing energy pulses in. What you got?
I just take some yarrow and I mush it in between my hands and I push it on the wound.
Alright.
Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see, that's 6 plus 3, 9.
9.
Healing.
With that, the wound is completely closed over.
Okay. So that is 9 healing. I am then going to use my bonus action, hidden step, and I'm gonna be invisible.
Okay. Just put a little marker. Give you a ninja marker. Invisible ninja.
So,
Much stealth.
and I'm gonna move. I think I have like 10 more feet of movement. I'm gonna move right over.
Yeah, that's about right. Alright. Ending Snowdrop's turn. It's the Thug's turn. This one is hearing voices. And he is going to draw his mace and begin 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's actually going to dash to get up with Goon. Actually, no. He's going to dash and get into melee with Tanith, who casts the spell on him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, the other one rushes up. Can't quite get into melee yet. That ends the thug's turn. Next is Bandit Squad 1. This one's going to run up at Goon. Actually, no. This one is going to start backing away as he's barely alive. While these two are going to run up at Goon. Going to take a scimitar attack from each of them. That's a 6.
Nope.
And an 18.
Oh, yes.
Alright. So, Goon, you take 3 points of slashing damage. As one of them, the first one swings wide, and you just bring your hammer up, catching the blade on the haft of it. Then you feel a cutting wound in your side.
Yes.
Alright, that ends Bandit Squad 1's turn. Adam, you're up.
Alright. Well, we are going to power forward and charge this guy. And we're gonna whack him with my hammer. That, for the record, is bigger than Goon's hammer.
Also, for the record, you have just enough movement to get into flanking.
We are doing that.
We are doing
Flanking!
Heck yeah. Okay.
that. If you were to take up this square, I would consider it flanking with Goon, which would give you advantage on the attack.
Ah.
What is flanking?
What is flanking?
So, if you've got
Oh!
a character on either side of a target that are friendly to each other, they grant each other advantage because they are both threatening it at the same time.
So,
Oh. It has to be on opposite sides?
On diagonals, I'm going to be a little more lax right now. So I would allow you to move there to get...
so we would have to occupy, like, one of these spaces?
You would need to occupy...
So we would have to be, like, horizontal and vertical from each other, but we can't be diagonal?
No, diagonal would work. I'm just being a little lax with it. And I'm giving you something you would not normally be allowed to have.
Okay. Oh, oops, I accidentally deleted myself.
Whoa.
I can't undo it either.
Hang on,
Oh,
I've got a
no.
token page. I've got a token
that's
page.
where, hey, so that's where
Adam
Oliver came from.
Take
Gone.
it D4.
Reduced
Aw,
to
man.
atoms. Reduced to atoms?
There you go.
Amazing.
Who said that?
Oh, that's me.
Who said that first?
Mike.
It was
Mike,
me.
you
Yeah,
get a
Mike.
D4 too.
Yay.
Wow.
That was good.
Amazing.
Alright, so you can make your
Okay.
attack at advantage now.
Cool, but with my rolls, I don't know if that's gonna help.
That's why I'm being a little lax with you, man.
Do I click on the hit thing in order to roll an attack?
Yes.
Yes.
Automatically?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
It
that's
should say like +5 or something.
But I think you have to.
okay. That's a
Woo!
22, yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage as you thump, 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 with each pounding step, leaving a crater in the dirt. You watch as this guy's eyes fill with fear as, with surprising agility, you pivot around, bringing your hammer in a wide arc. What you got?
20. Sorry to disappoint, but it's only a 5.
At this level, that's still good.
Yeah, no.
Good.
We're
As
level
you
1.
manage-
That's
you
all.
hear
Maybe
a
I'm
loud
just used
crack,
to,
and his
you know,
sword actually drop out of his hand as his arm hangs limp at his side. He's just screaming.
Oh.
Alright, do you have a bonus action? I don't think you do at this level.
No. Yeah, I don't think I
Okay. Ending Adam's turn. Malachi, you're
Yes.
up.
Nice. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna. Let's see. So what's diagonal? Is that normally 5, 10?
Diagonal's 5. I'm not.
5?
It's too complicated for me to do extra rules for that.
15, 20, 25, 30. We'll call it there. Maybe? Oh yeah, that's where we want to be. That's the sweet spot.
This is the one that shot you.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be the one that shoots him. Would that be a 23 to hit?
With your pistol?
With my gun. Yeah, with my gun.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage
Okay.
as you all watch as Malachi strides forward with surprising calm, and in a flash draws this it's almost like a rod of metal from under his coat, and there's a loud bang that echoes off the hillside. What you got?
9.
9. As this guy takes it square in the face and just falls. You see there's sort of an explosion of gore as he drops.
Oh.
Oof.
So that's my action.
That's your action and most of your movement, I think.
For my bonus action, let's see. I'm trying to figure out something to say here. Adam, I'm gonna leave the rest to you. Oop. And I'm gonna give him inspiration.
Alright, Adam, you also have a d6 inspiration die. You can use it on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Yay.
Alright, ending Malachi's turn. Kalino, you're up.
Right. Let's see. Distance from there to there is that. All right. With the crossbow that is currently in his hand, he's going to move up just a hair to get a little bit better line of sight. So he wants to line up a shot on this guy that is charged Tanith. And yeah, he's going to do that very thing. He's going to take a crossbow shot.
Alright, roll your attack.
One bolt. Apatung. I'm going to add that inspiration die you gave me to this attack roll. Plus 4 to hit, so that's a 15 to hit.
15. That hits.
Excellent.
Very much so. Go ahead and roll damage as seeing the group that you peppered with ice is currently being engaged, and your friend alone against a rather large opponent. You pivot real quick with your crossbow, fire, manage to catch him in the shoulder. What you got?
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Very nice. He's down. Okay, he's starting to look a little rough.
All right. For my bonus action, I will back up. Back up a little bit further, like that, and that's his turn. He'll begin reloading his crossbow, sort of, I guess.
Okay.
And then that'll be it.
All right, ending Kalino's turn. Goon, you're up.
I would like to rage.
So, having taken a few pretty decent hits, look around. This isn't right. It's magic time.
It
And
is
you
magic
feel
time.
this rage begin to fill your body, your veins burning with it.
All right. This guy right in. Oh wait, that's not. Whoops. This guy right in front of me.
All right.
I wanna. Let's see. Take my warhammer and just whack at him as hard as I can.
Roll it.
Ooh yeah, 23.
23 does hit. So, the rage fueling your muscles. You bring your warhammer up, stand on your tiptoes, boosted with those 2-inch soles, and bring your hammer hard down on his shoulder. What you got?
Let's see. 7.
7. You hear a loud crack as this guy's left shoulder seems to be a bit dislodged. As he gives a loud scream of pain. He is barely standing.
Yes. Cool. Very good.
Alright. Would you like to move?
Sure. I'll go move up one and just be directly in the middle.
Okay. Ending your turn.
Yes.
Bandit Squad
That's
2.
all I got.
This one is going to take a shot at Malachi, who just killed his buddy. The others would be firing into melee, so they are going to spend their turn moving up. And this one actually has a decent line of sight on Goon, and is going to take a shot at him. With a 9, that misses, so you hear a twang, and you look over, and you actually just manage to bring the head of your hammer up in front of your face as the bolt kind of shatters against it. Alright. That ends their turn. Tanith, you're up.
I'm going to draw my rapier as I see this person charging at me, and when they reach, I am just going to stab at them with my rapier.
Alright, roll your attack.
16.
16
Nice.
hits, roll damage. As you draw your rapier with a flourish, you notice his eyes follow the tip very carefully. But while his eyes may follow, his hands not so much. As with a quick flourish up, you manage to find an opening and stab it up under his rib cage. What you got?
Max damage, which is still only 8 because my dex is 0.
8. He lets out a loud and you see he is bleeding profusely and starting to look around, very frightened.
How very smart are you?
Alright.
She'll say, and she sees she's got a bit of a smirk on her face.
Alright, that is your action.
Yes, Goon still has an unused dice, so she won't do anything with that, but she will get out of melee with this guy and use her phase step.
Okay. So, after that, a little bit of a smirk, you fade into this sort of wintry, misty snow. Reappearing where?
Or I think I was eyeballing that. Nope, I was one off. Alright. Close.
There you go.
Yee.
Alright. You still have movement.
Yeah, she's going to keep skirting this way.
Okay. Alright, ending
And that will be
Tanith's
your turn.
Snowdrop, you're up. Does your invisibility end now?
Yes.
Okay. You are no
At
longer
the top of my turn.
marked.
Yes. Okay. If I went, like, here, would I get flanking with... Or no, because diagonals...
I'm
sorry.
being lenient tonight.
Okay.
So I would say yes.
Okay. I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Primal Savagery. I'm just gonna take some Wolfsbane in my hands and, like, rip it up with my fingertips, and you see these claws emerge as I go for a swipe.
Make your melee spell attack.
Cool.
Just 20.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage as you draw back with the claws, bring them around with surprising strength and ferocity.
Okay, so that's a 4. Doubled would be 8. So that is... what kind of damage is that?
I think
That-
it's slashing.
No, it's poison or something.
Let me check your character sheet.
It's acid. I have just checked. But that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, acid. Ooh. Okay.
So that's 8 acid.
Yeah. So you rake your claws across, and you watch as the flesh just sort of starts to melt and putrefy as the claws pass through. As the guy gives out a sort of garbled gasp and just drops, unmoving.
Gnarly.
Oh. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn to look at this guy,
Mm-hmm.
the captain guy,
Mm-hmm.
and just with a fanged grin, because I think it's nails and teeth, like sharpened. I'm just
I'll
gonna
allow it.
smile.
It says either or,
Yeah.
but it's cooler to allow it.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna, smirk, like totally putting on a face, but smirk.
All right. Ending your turn. Let me check
Yes.
initiative. We've got thugs. This guy is going to start backing away. He's actually going to draw his crossbow and take a shot at you, Snowdrop.
Yep. Man, I wish I had hidden step for more than a turn.
But with a 7 to hit, his injuries are hampering him as he takes aim. You notice he's twitching a little bit, and his shot goes wide.
Okay.
All right. Other thug is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw his mace to attack Adam. He's going to make 2 mace attacks. First one is an 8. Second one is a 21.
Probably. Yeah.
Alright, so as he races up, Adam, you anticipate the strike. Catch it on your shield. Second strike, though, he bats your shield aside and manages to catch you in the arm. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Alright, that ends the thug's turn. It is now Bandit Squad 1, who are mostly dead. This guy is going to try to run away. Goon, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yes. Okay. I'll attack.
Don't
is
forget
he
I give you
still-
inspiration if you need it.
Oh yeah. Is he still holding his weapon, or did he just drop and he's just running?
He's running. His left arm is useless, and he's still holding a sword in his right arm as he runs away.
Oh no. Can I still add to a natural 1?
Not in combat.
Nope.
That's an
okay,
auto miss. So, as he runs away, you swing your hammer out wide, but he's just a little too nimble. He would try to, actually, he can. Draws a light crossbow, and he turns back and one hand tries to shoot at you. It's going to make an attack at disadvantage.
Is there a past
Was-
mechanic?
That was a 17 and a natural 20.
Oh my
Does 17
gosh.
hit?
Yes.
Alright. You take 4 points of piercing damage, halved to 2, because you are raging.
Okay.
The other surviving member of this squad is going to take a shot at Adam. No, he's going to shoot at Malachi. Malachi's off by himself. That is an 18 to hit. Does that hit, Malachi?
18?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And you take 6 points of piercing damage. He is then going to continue to run away. This one can move a bit farther too. Alright, ending the bandit's turn. Adam, you're up.
Alright. Seeing that other guy run away, I'm gonna take a whack at this guy in front of me,
Okay.
but I'm gonna try to break one of his legs.
Alright, roll your attack.
And then I'm gonna use, how do I use it? How do I roll just a d6? I'll use that inspiration.
Should be down in the bottom left corner. There's a D20 icon. If you click on it, you can select a dice size.
3. So it's 18 plus 3, 21.
21 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I just wanted to make sure, because I know sometimes there are rules for like targeting specific parts.
Yeah, it's flavor in this case.
Okay. Roll damage. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. So, after taking that mace blow, you're reeling back, and you use that momentum, swing back around with the hammer, and as you catch him in the side, you hear a rib crack. Alright, that's your action. Anything else you want to do?
There's not much else I can do, so I'm gonna end my turn there.
Alright, ending Adam's turn. Malachi, you're up.
Okay. Alright. We're just gonna... I think that should be close enough. Oh, yep, that's close enough. First, I'm gonna pop that snack that I had earlier for those sweet 2 temporary HP. Okay. And then I'm gonna take a crack at this guy right here. Oh, this guy right here.
Alright, roll your attack.
23 again.
23. Minimum damage does it in this case. As you level your pistol again, there's another loud kaboom that echoes through the hills as this guy, already battered and fleeing, collapses to the ground. Alright, anything else you want to do?
No, I'll use my action bonus action. I have a little bit of movement, but I'm not going to worry about it too much.
Alright. Calino, you're up.
Hey. He will load his crossbow as he's running. He's actually going to run all 30 feet this direction right here. Here.
Okay.
And he's going to be calling out to this guy that's very, very hurt over here.
Okay.
He's gonna use his action, hold the attack action with his crossbow, beat on him, for if he makes a sudden, obviously an aggressive move or a sudden move to try to run away. For the bonus action, I guess, as he's running, you have to say, "Please, we are simply trying to figure out what's going on. Please, there is no need for you to have more bloodshed. Just stay where you are. Put it down."
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
All right.
Yeah.
That's here. 15.
15.
Nice.
Okay.
Way more than I expected.
Yeah, this guy is frightened and definitely looking for a way out of this situation.
So that's all I got.
All right. Goon, you're up.
Alright, I'd like to move my full movement to in front of this guy. Is he looking good still, or is he hurt?
This guy's not been touched.
Not? No? Okay, cool. So he's still holding this weapon. I'd like to aim for like his weapon, or like where he's holding his weapon, his hands.
Right. Called shots aren't actually gonna do anything.
No, but I just want to create sparks, you know?
Okay.
Respect.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Alright, cool. Oh, let's see. That's not good, but I'll add my inspiration. That was D6.
D6. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll a 6 it might.
Oh,
Oh,
well, okay. That is a 7.
7 total.
Oh no.
Yes.
So, you look at his sword and you're like, I can make sparks if I hit that. And you bring your hammer around, and yeah, you meet his sword as he parries your hammer aside.
oh.
There are sparks though, so there's that.
I'm invigorated.
Right. Ending Goon's turn. It's the second bandit squad's turn. This guy's gonna move up. This guy's gonna move over here. Actually, no, this is the guy that's fleeing. This guy's gonna move forward. Okay, 2 scimitar attacks against Goon. That is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
And 5 to hit.
Nope.
Seeing the sparks and being invigorated, you just sort of start wildly swinging your hammer. Like, you saw it, a bit of the magic. It was there. And now you're trying to call it forth as these guys cannot get past the wild flailing hammer.
Yes.
Amazing.
This one is going to try to take a pot shot at Adam to help his boss. And that's a 12, which I do not believe hits Mr. Chunky Paladin.
No, it does not.
So the bolt connects and just sort of ricochets off the metal plating. Alright, Tanith, you're up.
Is this guy looking right here?
He's taken 1 hit.
He's just taken 1 hit.
Yeah, he's wounded, but he's still got plenty of energy in him.
Alright, yeah, she was gonna go, and this is Grunya.
Yep.
Okay. So, she was gonna go after, the one guy, but seeing, Kalano try to get him to stop, she's gonna focus in on this guy, and just call out to him, you're out of your league, coward, and cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay, that's a wisdom save.
Yes, a wisdom save of 14.
That is a failure with a 10. Go ahead and roll psychic damage.
I tried to roll it on the thing, and I think that was a 2. Yes.
Okay, so 2 points of psychic damage, and disadvantage on his next attack as the words pierce his psyche, and he sits there looking around, really taking in the fact that there are several of his men dead, and most of you are not looking all that hurt. Alright, anything else you want to do?
Nope, that was my movement, my action. Actually, Goon used my thing. Yes, actually. I will inspire the paladin and just call it, I like the way you fight, Metal Man. And give inspiration to Adam.
Alright, you have another
Amazing.
D6 inspiration. Alright, Snowdrop, you're up.
Okay. As her claws like shorten, she looks down and sees the blood on her hands and kind of freaks for a second. But then looks at like her new friends that she doesn't want to die and says, "Oh, okay." And she is going to come over here behind this guy, flanking with Mr. Paladin Man, Adam, and gonna do it again and just say, "Just run away!"
Make your spell attack with advantage, because you have flanking.
It's natural 17 plus 522.
That definitely hits.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's 8.
How much?
And she's just 8. She's just trying to like intimidate them to go away.
So
Run away.
your claws rake through, cutting deeply through the leather, as you hear him let out. Right, anything else you want to do?
I don't have any bonus actions, so no.
All right, ending your turn. It's the thug's turn. They survey the situation, look at each other. All right, let's talk. They just actually drop their weapons.
Smart
Thank
men.
goodness. Thank goodness. Everyone stop! Stop! They're dropping their weapons. Everyone stop!
I continue to flail and smash the weapons in front of me.
They start backing away from you at that point.
What? You there. As I'll walk up to this one that I've still kind of got a bead on, down a little bit, not directly at him, but. What is your name?
Sorry.
Fine.
My name.
Yes. I wish to know whom I speak with.
Calvin.
Sir Calvin, we thought this place was full of deadly monsters and evil. Are you not afraid for your safety here?
Got no reason to be scared.
But the town, years ago.
Yeah, years ago. Not today.
Just kind of look back at everybody else. So you have not seen any of these strange monsters that kill pigs and people?
Of course not. That's talk superstitious folk.
Insight check.
Roll it.
Okay. 15?
15?
Or no, 13. Sorry, my bad.
13?
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit cagey, but he's also scared. Don't sense any direct deception from him at the moment.
As they're talking, I'm just gonna kneel down and stabilize the guy. Because I feel bad.
Which guy?
The guy in front of Adam.
He was this guy. I'm just gonna start,
make a medicine check.
Stabilizing. That's
The one's-
all I'm doing.
The one that's down.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
The roll.
6. I rolled a natural 1.
He's already dead.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I look back at Malachi with this look of
Start walking up to this guy that she was absolutely traumatizing earlier. And say, well, I heard this area was off limits. Care to tell us what you're doing out here?
Just trying to make some coin. Might get some more from the ground, that's all.
Uh-huh, by using slaves, I see.
at this point, Calino kind of is like, oh no, oh my goodness, here, take care of him, and I'm gonna start running that direction to see if I can get them free, since slavery's bad.
Slavery's
Yes,
bad.
it is.
You are correct. I will come with you.
Alright, Malachi and Kalino going to handle the prisoners.
Question.
Or
for
as
the
they say in
how
Thor
com-
Ragnarok, the prisoners with jobs.
How common is the practice of slavery?
Give me a
How?
history check, Adam.
Oh man,
You go, buddy.
this isn't gonna go well.
Memory bank recall.
Yeah, really.
RAM system, buddy.
Mhm.
How many
Error.
gigs you got?
10.
What was that?
I got a 10.
10?
Hmm.
You know there are some places that practice it. You're not sure of its legality in this particular kingdom, though.
Okay. Just curious.
What's down there that you think is so valuable?
Gold, jewels, it's a mine.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been here?
Probably a couple weeks at most.
Oh yeah, that lines up. So, let me let you in on a little secret here. You know how we said we were here on the goodwill of someone from the town? Yeah, there's something here that doesn't like you guys being here, and it's out there going and killing people in the town. People are going missing. Livestock is being killed. And tracks that we have found from this thing, or multiple things as we've discovered, seem to match the ones that we found in buildings of the town, where there are skeletons in vicinity. So I'm afraid your superstition is, well, let's just say it's more reality than you think. And I'm sure that the lovely leader of Curlinfell would love to know that there are bandits out here with slaves in forbidden lands, digging up a bunch of monsters, going and killing their people.
At this point, he's just sort of going a bit silent at the confrontation.
She's just gonna like kind of... Oh, sorry. Was he about to say something?
At this point, Colin O'Malachi, you guys have made it to the one prisoner who has been just sort of hunkered behind the minecart he was pushing. And as you approach, he's looking at you wide-eyed.
Malachi, I am not from this place. You should speak to him. I will scare the poor man.
Oh, and you think I won't? That's precious. All right. All right there, fellas. We're here to help. Don't worry. We don't know what you've been going through, but if we get our way, we'll get you out of here. We'll get you back to town in no time.
After I finish crushing the weapons, I'd like to run over to the rock with the chain and start smashing the chain.
Alright, you start
You're gonna just
smashing
sparks
the
and some
chain
more.
as the guy who's behind the cart looks over and is like, no, stop!
I give it one last good hit and then stop.
There are others down there. That chain's the only way to find their way out.
How many of you are there?
Probably 10, 20 of us.
Oh dear gods. You poor people. I must go get them out. I have to know that they are liberated. They are free now. You have homes to go to, yes? No.
That's how
No.
we ended up here in the first place.
No homes. Malachi, do people not have homes in this land?
Your guess is as good as mine at this point. I don't know if you know this, but I'm not actually from around here either.
You are so confident. Surely you know of this place, but anyway. Goon, come with me. We must try to get word to them somehow that they are free and they have no longer have to toil and work.
Okay. I got you. I run up to the entrance of the cave and just yell into it.
What do you yell?
You guys are free. Come on out.
Come on out! Go ahead and roll a
Very good.
persuasion check at disadvantage.
Good job. Good job.
Oh,
Good. Very
disadvantage.
loud.
Oh, that's not a good start. Oh, that's the exact same
buddy.
thing.
What'd you get?
Oh, buddy.
3.
I see that
3.
3.
No response comes back, and the guy behind the car's like, I'll call to them. So he goes to the mouth and begins the process of summoning the other workers. You all begin securing your prisoners and freeing their prisoners, with another portion of the mystery seemingly solved and more questions added on top. That is where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you to anyone who tuned in. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.